All right. So, to give the proper catch up here and get us back to where we were last week on the Extinction Curse. Well, we were a little upset with the minor torching of our campground that appeared to have happened while we were investigating Moonstone Hall, which, by the way, had some interesting ties to a certain cat that we're all far too familiar with. So, deputized by the guards in Conclave Square, we headed out to the Celestial Menagerie's circus grounds directly to go do horrible things to them, because we hate them and they're awful. The problem...
Yay!
The problem is that we were almost immediately delayed by a stupid goat and his stupid flute, and his surprisingly stupidly powerful abilities of mental suggestion. So we went home, spell wore off, obviously immediately came back very quickly, and now, as we jump back into today's adventures, I will just bring us right back over to the circus grounds here. We are at the front door. We're at the front door where we had once again cowed the bouncers that Dusklight had placed here to keep us out. But, as mentioned, nobody can control Zerg. Zerg is an actual unstoppable force of nature, and just could not help himself as he passed by, taking a swing at one of them. I'm gonna need everyone to start us off today with some nice initiative rolls.
A fun roll to start with.
Now these guys are both frightened too,
Yeah.
which is
They're not having us all.
Wow, we're pretty on top of things today.
oh boy.
I don't.
Thanks
I'm
for
not.
that. Before I roll, that's really nice of you.
I'm already having trouble with my sheet.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. You're lucky. You're lucky. I'm fine.
What are
Well-
you complaining about, bro?
I'm almost positive, seeing as they are frightened too, that this is not gonna go well for them. Ooh, what's their initiative? Ooh. Okay, let's see. Hold on. They could high roll. They could still high roll.
Uh-huh. All right. We're going second to the last. What a poser.
Oh, he does. Oh, yeah, they're not the bottom of the board. They win ties. Get Aura down there. So,
That's rude.
as you come to the gateway here, Selwyn already through, Aravis in the back with a perfectly clear view of what's happening as they're kind of already standing aside as they're, well, pretty well terrified. Zerg takes his swing at Ulthak on the right here. And that seems to be about the limit of what he'll take laying down as he reaches for his big ol' stick to take a retaliatory swing. Now he's scrambling, he's not fast. Aravis, you see this coming a mile away. What do you do?
Okay, I was just on guard, just watching this. I see Zerg throw the punch. I'm still not interested, but once he reaches to swing back, then just gonna throw my hand forward and electric arc both these boys.
I would expect nothing else. And that's reflex saves, right? I always forget.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
A pretty good roll.
a decent roll for a change. That
Frightened?
What about average, in fact?
Well, Vertog on the left, pretty well distracted, is going to get a 16 and critically fail. On the right, Ulthak's already kind of dipping. He's going to end up with a 29.
oh, you got it.
30 electric damage
for-
to him,
Yeah.
and 7 to him. Now, for their debatable lack of bravery or organization or really much of anything, Ulthok and Vertok here are pretty large men, and they look relatively sturdy. Even the one on the left, who just absolutely grounds this through his whole body, seems to take it fairly well. More startled than anything. You got one action left.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot up a little closer here in between Ara and Barkbeard.
Absolutely no hesitation. Zerg takes a swing. This dude's scrambling. She's like, oh, I'm frying him. Electric arc. Selwyn, you would hear this behind you as you pass through the gateway.
Yeah. So, screeching to a halt as I run up here, I'll run back, give a big sigh. This shit again.
So there's a fence there. It's kind of hard to see because he's sort of on top of it. The gateway is right here in the middle.
All right,
Though it's not like a solid bar. It's in like iron fence.
I'll just run back here. It's all good.
Okay.
And I would like to stab this man. This poor soul. 25.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Well, 25 footed.
25 will hit.
All right, for 19 damage. And then, follow-up stab. Follow-up question.
Answer.
I imagine 26 hits.
Yeah, well, 25 did, so you're gonna hit him on 26 too.
For another 16 damage.
You slash this guy once and twice. Zerg, in the instant of you swinging and him reaching back, lightning arcs across your shoulder and Selwyn comes sprinting back, just stabbing him wildly.
And in the midst of all that confusion, he won't see a left hook coming towards his face. For a 23.
I guess he's not intentionally dodging it so much as like he's already doubled over from getting electrocuted and stabbed twice. That's just barely gonna whiff.
Then I'm gonna try and grab him with my other hand. Right hand grab. That's athletics -4.
Athletics -5 for your second grab. Yeah, the agile doesn't apply to grappling.
29.
29, absolutely gonna succeed.
Did I get him?
Yep. In fact, let me see. 29.
And
29 doesn't quite critically succeed.
Okay.
He's not that weak.
So, question. That has the attack action, right? It is an attack action.
It is an attack action, but it's not a
because it's
a melee
just
attack.
Melee attack.
Yep. That's categorically a melee attack.
All right. In that case, since he won't see the punch come flying, surely he'll not see another dagger come from underneath. You know what? First time I'm doing this, I'll use my session reroll.
Oh God.
34.
Oh well, that's a crit.
34 damage.
34 for 34. So I'm gonna this guy down a little bit because there's a health bar in the darkness there. This guy is getting pretty substantially eviscerated here. But someone stabbing, still your turn, Zerg. You still got one action left. You just stab and you grab a hold of him.
Zerg's learnt some new tricks. Zerg would like to thrash this man as my third action.
He hasn't even taken a swing at you guys.
That frustration.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you have to rage to do it.
It is a rage.
Oh, you do, don't you? Well, then I'll just I've got him grabbed, so I'm just gonna left fist to the face.
Just pop him.
Third attack. Fuck you, session reroll. Okay, never mind.
You take a swing, it'll certainly hit him. But with how much he's kind of writhing and already getting, murdered to death by a small, gnomish dervish, this smack in the grand scheme of things is really nothing. Barkbeard.
Is this green, like, shrubbery on the sides? Is this, like, difficult terrain?
It's pretty thick. It would be at least difficult terrain, yeah. Bordering on greater.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
kind of a naturally cultivated border to these showgrounds, so it's meant to be functionally impassable. So I'd say, yeah, greater difficult terrain probably.
So I am going to root down as well as I can here. Now that we're in soil, I can really get rooted down. And I'm going to, these roots are just going to kind of come up and start trying to entangle this guy with an athletic stick to grab him.
All right, 27. You grab him.
And then just, to give my point across, and he also takes 4 damage because I'm really, squeezing in there. And then just to get my point across, I'm going to give him a good wallop. This is second, -5. So this is just, it was a love tap, trying to get him to know what's going on here.
I wouldn't have this love tap when it's Barkbeard.
Exactly. And then I'm going to just try and throw him as far as I can to the west.
Into the floor.
Into the freaking
Oh,
tree!
no.
Oh my god, stop!
Who's in fucking
This
orbit?
dude's not even reaching for a weapon or anything! This guy's just fucking standing here!
That's exactly it. I'm like, you should keep running. And I'm going to toss him as hard as I can. He is 30 feet. He lands prone. And then he also takes some damage. 14 damage.
Okay.
That's the damage crit?
No. It's not an attack.
Unlucky.
It doesn't even have the attack trait. It's
Yeah.
this is a special
Yeah.
thing. Critical success is he's prone.
I mean, that is still nice, though. Like, that doesn't have the attack trait.
Yeah, it's
It's
super
so
cool.
nice. I would way rather not, yeah.
So this poor asshole here is gonna immediately stand up, pick his way out of the tree line, and just take off running. Just screaming, "My goodness grace, they're mad! They're mad!" Just run away.
We are
He is-
mad.
He is gone.
We are, in fact, very upset, yes.
Ara.
Bye. He gave up. I'm just gonna throw fire at the one dude everyone else has been rolling on.
Jesus Christ.
For a 34.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna critically hit him.
Yep.
Oh, it's 32 damage. Now he's on fire.
He's on fire. Yep, he's on fire. There you go. 1 action left,
Yep.
buddy.
Please give up. That's it.
He's having the worst day.
This guy, he literally all he did was reach for his club.
That was the first mistake.
Yeah, after
was
getting
the
punched in the
only
face.
mistake.
He didn't even swing. He just reached for it. He got fucking murdered. Like,
Let that be a lesson.
this guy is gonna attempt to pull himself free from Zerg in a nearly blind panic here. So this is gonna be against your Fortitude DC to escape. Yeah, that seems about right. 17.
Uh-huh.
Is that critically
You're
foul?
not going anywhere. Is it the number underneath +10?
Yeah.
Did you?
So
yeah.
so it would
Oh,
be
yeah,
if
that's
that
a
is
crit
lower
fail.
than just your base athletics modifier or equal to it, then it critically fails. Which
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
pretty
crit
sure it
fail.
critically fails because that means you can't try to escape anymore. That means you can no longer make attempts. So he is gonna just wildly swing his great club towards Zerg. This stick he's reaching towards on the ground. grabbing it with both hands and just kind of trying to swing it up into your midsection with as much force as he can muster. Just yelling, "What in the bloody hells? Get back! Get off of me!" As he's just swinging for a 25. Nope. Yeah, 25. I didn't count
muted.
for
That
frightened.
hits.
Okay. I thought I didn't count for frightened for a second, but I did.
It just barely hits.
And even in his state of blind, life-threatening panic here, he's got a pretty meaty swing. He's going to catch you for 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And then he is going to take that as it thuds into you, let go with one hand, and just reach out down, stiff-arming towards Selwyn, trying to shove her away. Versus your
rude.
fort DC, an 18.
That is not enough. Unlucky.
Pretty sure he's on fire, so
Yeah.
that fire will
That's
stop.
really not the only thing.
Oh
But will the bleeding stop?
no!
Wait, he's bleeding?
Yeah, I stabbed him with my shiny new weapon. With the wounding rune.
Oh boy.
So he's just dead then. Like he just he gives it a swing, shoves towards Selwyn, and then as he does, on fire, his lifeblood running out from these stab wounds, he just kind of tuckers himself out and runs out of gas. And thus ends the tale of that guy who reached for a stick once. I think we all learned a valuable lesson here today. Just let Zerg punch
sorry,
you.
no. I misunderstood, right? Like, it wasn't just 1d6, 1d12. Let's just see what the real one was. Oh yeah, there we go. 11 damage, much better.
He was already dead! Like,
So, I want my value.
There you
That
go.
was satisfying. I feel like we should not let anybody who starts playing music or looks friendly, even in the slightest, I feel like we should just kill them immediately. Any objections to this?
Yes. I don't think we should
Sounds
just kill
good.
anyone who says hello.
I feel like we should screw everyone that says hello.
I don't doubt
Okay.
you would screw
Zerg
anyone
is
who says
for
hello.
Arbus. You have an opinion?
They're your enemies, are they not? Slay them.
Right? See, Arbus. This is fella too.
All right, I'm
Yes, quiet.
vetoing this fucking this murderous.
Oh,
streak.
you are outnumbered. That's too bad.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, let's go.
I'm docking Cirque. Cirque, if you just kill everyone indiscriminately, I'm docking your oil pay.
You're what?
I'm gonna dock your oil pay. Won't get as much oil.
I've got enough. I'm not. If I
Yeah,
start
but why
adding
run
down
out?
for the oil that I've got on me, I have enough.
For a day.
Yeah, for how long?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's all I can ask.
No, I feel like music is on the things to watch out for around here.
Right. Yes. There we can agree. Let's go kill a goat
We'll go.
and kill a cat.
So as a group of you
Travel nugget.
sally forth back into the campgrounds here to make your way, I'm assuming immediately, back
Yep.
around to where the magic flute goat lives. I'm assuming we're just going directly that way immediately. He would still be standing there near the willow tree, flute in hand, as he always is. And as the group of you come into view, he would put up his free hand in a wave, a welcoming gesture, exaggerated, as he almost trots forth out from the willow again. Oh! My fine friends, back once more. Many have found themselves incapable of wrenching their eyes from the great allure of the majestic beasts here. But few. Can't just roll initiative.
What's happening?
Cast produce flame, and then you can.
That's Barkbeard. What are you
That
just
was-
sprinting at him?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, Mark will be like, that wasn't me.
I'm not even in range.
Are you
Oh.
just
Come on, man.
running at him? Rin?
I'm going to be trying to take his stupid flute.
So he's just
Yes.
running at him, yeah.
So Barkbeard immediately just strides straight up to him to reach out to try to grab the flute. And the disadvantage you have, Barkbeard, is that you are relatively small. And the
Long,
goat
spindly
here
arms.
is not. As you start reaching up for him, he pulls the flute kind of up, back, and steps away from you. Whoa now, ho now, fellow.
I'll climb up you. Get back here, you stupid goat.
Sark, would you do me a
And,
favor?
He is going to put his flute to his lips as he kind of tries to hold off Barkbeard here and go to start playing it.
Punch this goat! Punch this goat!
Okay, can I try and
So
do
I guess
something?
the rest of you can roll initiative.
Also roll.
Yeah, we made it 4 seconds.
We tried talking to him once.
Yeah.
Well, it worked so well last time.
Ah, it's a masterpiece. It's an actual masterpiece. You guys. When did this party become absolute, complete murder hobos?
The moment
we're
we
not.
get
What
to
do you
circus
mean?
grounds.
I'm just getting his flute, as he cannot talk civilized
So-
otherwise.
So this, it really is. Barkbeard at the moment is just trying to snatch this flute away. The satyr is not like aggressive or anything. He's just, this is roll initiative because of the degree of hostility here. Grove of Doom, CJSA 12. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate you guys. Let me find these lads real quick, like. Okay. Toot, toot. Magic flute. And he seems to be remarkably fast here. And even as Barkbeard reaches out to grab this flute, he's stepping back, moving himself yet further out of reach, puts the pipes to his lips, and starts playing. And as he does that, this is not really a secret anymore, we're all pretty much put together how this works. I need all 5 of you to make me a will save.
Not again. Oh,
He's done with this.
No.
No,
Oh,
give
I'm
me the
done with
flute.
this.
Wow, these are.
So you guys are clearly upset about the flute.
Exceptionally.
Okay, so obviously, Selwyn and Barkbeard with your natural 20s. Not only does nothing happen to you, both of you are suddenly very fully aware of the magic laced within the tones as he's playing here. The rest of you are all charmed. So this is not like mind control. This is not. It is like a lesser mind control. It's not a direct mind control. It's not forcing you to do anything. But all of you are friendly towards Flute Goat. You consider him a good friend. You are outright disallowed from taking any hostile actions against him. And you regard him about as well as you do your own circus mates. You gonna ask something, Ara?
No, never mind. It wouldn't have mattered. I was gonna ask if it was an emotion effect, but the plus one wouldn't have mattered because Arbus rolled a 28.
Yeah, it is an emotion effect, but the plus one does not matter for you now. So as he does, as he finishes this little flourish, and all of you kind of feel this, 3 of you feel it take hold, and 2 of you realize what's happening and feel yourself shrug it off. He says, now, this outright hostility is brutish and unnecessary and outright unwelcome here. Besides, I know why you've come, and I can help. So Zerg. You see Barkbeard, I imagine, still trying to snatch at this flute.
Zerg's gonna start like just walking towards him, Hey, Barney, how's it going? It's been such a long time. Oh, I guess I wouldn't make it past Barkbeard, but hey, Barney, how you been? What's going on? How's your wife? Is she good? Is she doing well? It's been so long I can't remember her name, but it's good to see you, little goat friend. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry.
As Aravis is the one who would have worked in this glen before and be familiar with them, all of you came from the menagerie. All of you would at least recognize him in passing to some extent, for sure. So, Aravis. You remember all the, well, surprisingly good times you had with him. It was kind of your rock while you were at the menagerie. As terrible as Dusklight was, Jaw was always kind to you. He was always a good friend. Ignore the laughter.
I would step up next to Selwyn, eagerly awaiting what he said he was going to help us accomplish. And he knows why we're here. It's going to help us. I want to hear how.
Barkbeard.
That's.
Oh, do you
I'm
want to do anything?
going
Sorry.
to-
I thought that was just kind of
No.
like you. Okay, yeah. Barkbeard.
Is trying to take his flute like a thing that I can do?
That is a disarm action, so it would be an athletics check against his reflex. If you critically succeed, you will take it. If you regular succeed, you loosen his grip a little bit, and he takes a -2 to whacking you with it until his turn starts again, and it then naturally regrips it. Which means if anybody else tried to disarm him, he'd have a little bit of a penalty. Disarming is super duper hard in second edition,
Okay.
as realistically it should be to just
Gotcha.
steal somebody's weapon in combat.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to kind of move up, trying as he held it kind of back, and he's kind of leaning away from me. I'm going to kind of move up to his side to try and get a better vantage point, I guess. And then as I try and balance myself to reach up real high, I'm going to root myself down. So I'll get into stance, and then I'm going to try a disarm.
All right, give me a check versus reflex DC.
Oof. Oh my god, that's horrible. Okay, well, I will use my session reroll because that's horrible.
Before you do that, if you're worried about a critical failure, the only critical failure penalty for disarm is that you make yourself flat-footed. So it's not like there's no massive penalty attached to crit failing if that's what you're worried about.
Well, I was worried I would loosen the grip on my weapon, but I guess
What
not.
weapon?
I guess that would be no. Yeah, no.
You slap people with your branches.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to talk Bryn out of using her rerolls?
Well, because
She's
I'm
already-
not
she's
trying to talk
already-
her out. I'm just trying to tell her she's already used her session. And wait, did you use your session?
No, I haven't
No,
used
you
my
didn't.
session.
But it's just like
No.
it's a crit failure, which is concerning in second edition. I'm just letting you know the crit failure on disarm really is not a huge deal.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that's why she's like,
no,
oh
I
god, I
guess
don't want
I-
to critically
I guess-
fail. He's gonna steal my arms.
That is
Like-
what I thought. That is what I thought. I thought he was gonna steal my arms or something. So no, I guess I will leave that. He's just very tall.
You
got,
can
like,
literally
long
hold it
little
out
goat
of your
legs.
reach as he stops playing. He's keeping
Yeah.
it back from you.
And now that I've rooted down, it's harder for me to. I have better balance, but it's harder for me to stretch out. So, yeah, that's
So, Ara.
I think we should listen to what you have to say, Selwyn. I'm just gonna pass turn.
And Selwyn.
All right, buddy, you better drop that fucking spell right this moment, or I'm going to kill you immediately. I'll cast haste and I'll intimidate him.
Holy shit.
Wait, you can cast haste now?
Absolutely. I'll also use a hero point on that one. 38.
Oh, baby.
Oh my god.
You got the speedest weedest. So with a 38 on his roll DC is, yeah, that's a critical success. Your intimidation modifier is actually ridiculous at this point.
It is very high.
It is very, very high. For those of you, by the way,
What is it now?
It's literally 20. I've seen a lot of
Literally,
people from the, I mean, it's kind of Pathfinder Second has been around for a minute, but from first to second, worried that like, oh, you can't be good at anything, you can't specialize. You absolutely can. This is a specialized intimidation character, and it's ridiculous. It's super high. He is going to step back from Barkbeard one more time, still just keeping the pipes up out of reach away from him, and turn over towards Selwyn and say, now. I don't see why all this hostility about a single spot of good fun. You came back, didn't you? It barely delayed you. Besides, I'm not your enemy. Why so aggressive, Selwyn? You probably know all of your names from the amount of time that you worked here before. You were here because you worked
of
in
course.
Midway literally right across from him, so I'm sure he'd know you at least well enough.
I'd say
And,
extreme offense at my mind stuck with.
Zerg? I guess Zerg...
Everybody chill. It's fine. I don't know why everybody's so stressed. Just having a little fun. Come on, dance with me. Dance with me, little goat man. That's name I still have not forgotten. Definitely remember. It was Jim, right? Jim?
Charles, my
Steve.
green roustabout friend. Charles.
That's the one. That's the one. Come on, party with me. This is good music. This is all silly games. Do not. Everybody's so serious. We've been exploring and adventuring for so long. We come back to a crushy skulls, and we see you, and it's good for party. That's good. It's excellent. Everybody chill. Relax.
Selwyn, why are you being so angry right now? This is our friend. Don't threaten lives. What are you doing? Very puzzled. I'm just gonna stare at Selwyn like, what are you doing?
That's
Wake up,
kind of
sheeple.
confused. For Barkbeard, the Pegasus here in the cell nearby would kind of turn towards Chell, Zerg, Barkbeard, the group near outside his cage. His head still held, almost a bit of an angle, majestic. As he looks down to you, those who seek the violent path are the first to fall, bloodied at its side. Barkbeard.
I can't really get all that bloody as I'm a tree, but I will surely try to make you very bloody. It's really frustrating me, man. So I'm going to step up to him, and I'm just going to, as he keeps walking away, his feet will just be, vines will just start going up and entangling into his long legs. I'm not a fan of these long-legged folk.
Stupid long leg.
So I guess I will be trying to. Aha! There you go. Nice and grabbed, mister.
Alrighty. That is not quite gonna critically succeed. But you will grab a
Oh,
hold
with
of him.
frightened one, surely.
Nah, with frightened one, it's not quite gonna critically succeed. It's actually one off with
Darn.
frightened
And
one.
the vines will dig in. The vines will dig in and just do the slightest bit of damage, just from digging into him. Well, I feel like you'd be a lot shorter if I just broke one of these legs.
I do not agree with that.
Whap!
And the vines are just gonna keep on twining in and just try and snap one of his legs.
I mean, 31 will hit him. For 14 points of bludgeoning damage there, and as you kind of just start grabbing onto him, three of you are seeing two people you regard highly enough, kind of fighting amongst themselves as Chal tries to scramble away here. As he kind of yelps out in pain, "No, good friend, this is far too much!" Ara.
Barkbeard, what are you doing? I'm gonna run over, use 2 actions of movement to come over to Barkbeard and like try to pull him away.
Damn.
Guys, stop. You're not being nice, Barkbeard.
You can make me an athletics check. Against Barkbeard's fort DC to
Okay.
try and pull him off. Like, yeah, I mean, 20s exist, right? Like,
Oh my god!
wow, look!
It's acrobatics,
Aura!
not athletics.
That's
Wrong check there, buddy.
acrobatics.
That's acrobatics.
Oh,
I pressed the wrong button.
What's the
no,
difference?
no.
Yeah.
We're keeping the number. What's the difference?
2.
The difference is
4, 5.
Five.
Math. I can't math. 5.
So 27 on your fort DC.
27. Just. Is that a? Would that be a No, I only have bonuses to tripped or shoved, so I guess
it's
not.
not pulling
That
you off the ground, it's trying to
just
get
prized
you
me
off
off
of-
him.
So ours actually gonna pull Barkbeard off. To let you all free here. Selwyn.
Well, in a flurry of speed, I'll run up here with 2 actions. All right,
Stop, everyone.
you've had your fun. That's mine.
You guys
28.
are so angry!
Yeah, he's a dumb goat.
What is this murder? 28 will hit him.
20 damage. And again. For a hard 20.
Oh my god!
Okay. Obviously it
44
hits.
damage. Yeah.
So, as you just slash back and forth across Chul here, just, you know, murderous rampages go. This is where we have ended up. In a pretty good bit of pain, but you're not, like, mortally wounded or anything, as
Drop those spells and I might stop hurting you.
he does seem to be strangely resistant here, as if there's just only so much that your swords don't cut through Goat Man as easily as they do regular man. He is going to quickly stumble up away from this, just kind of staggering to a distance, and then pull his pipes up and play a quick riff, which is going to be something very markedly different than what he'd played before. This eerie, almost an ominous tone, discordant, coming out of here. Everybody but Arabis is going to be frightened 1. There actually is no save, you just are frightened 1. And as he stumbles away, clearly in pain, but trying to keep his strong face on here. Well, why? So hostile, so aggressive, so angry. You came here just to
Drop the
free the
spell.
animals, didn't you? Isn't that what you're after? Well, good news. I've already released 1. And with a roar, the Manticore is going to surge out from its unlocked cage.
Wow.
And as it
I'm super
bats-
surprised.
As it bats open the front door of his gate, lion-like maw snapping towards Barkbeard. He's gonna swing at you for a 30.
Oh, do you want to make me a flat check?
Oh, he's bleeding, right? You tell me he's bleeding when you do the hit, because I don't remember that one automatically yet.
Yeah. He takes 11 bleed damage.
All right, I'll do the flat check
Okay, so and the guy swings at me for a 30.
for a 30.
Bleeding.
So that will hit. I'm
will
looking
hit.
the other way. He just gets some leaves there.
TNT DMD with some hot bits in the chat for a couple of villain points, and I am actually capped. So I'm going to take those 2 and
Monsters.
give 1 to Zerg and 1 to Ara. I'm putting each of you guys to 4. I believe. You can have my overflow. I'm gonna start spending these, I suppose.
You're a kind god.
He is a benevolent man.
Because
I'm
he
at
is
6.
kind.
I can't hold anymore. That's what we agreed on. So, this Manticore bites down to Barkbeard for 15 points of piercing damage before its tail whips up. A long, striped, almost kind of tiger-like tail, but capped with something looking almost like a natural, like a biological mace. Errant spines pointing out in every possible direction, flipping up over its shoulder and flinging a pair of spines out towards Selwyn. And these are gonna whap at you for. Do I really point this? I'm gonna use it. I'm capped. I gotta get off the cap. I'll use one of the 3 I have already from TNT DMD. Pop one of them. Flip him towards you for a 28.
Good enough. That hits me.
And as these 2 spines punch through you, though it's not going to hit you for a terrible amount of damage, 14 points of piercing, they'll shoot through the side of your waist and your leg, actually pinning you down to the ground, and you are immobilized. And, Zerg. So, Shal hasn't done anything hostile to you. So you still can't act aggressively towards him, and you still consider him a friend. Though this is admittedly a bit of a confusing situation that's happened. But there is a big, angry lion, scorpion, dragon monster mauling your friends that you are absolutely under no mental obligation to not beat to death.
And is there any semblance of this charm slipping, or is there a time limit on this thing, or is it, as far as I'm concerned, that's a friend who's just hanging out?
As far as you're concerned,
My
that
friends
is a
are mad at my
friend that
friend.
is just hanging out. For your personal, like, calm down, Manticore. For your personal, like, mindset reference, the duration is until tomorrow. So, until tomorrow or until Chal
okay
does
then.
something hostile to you.
Hey, Charles, you want to help us with this big monster? It looks a little scary. Are you going to stop this thing?
Question: Is
You're
him
good at
frightening
this.
you a hostile action, or is this just scary music?
He just plays spooky music and you guys are kind of frightened. I don't think that's...
Zerg's gonna move up and attempt to just like restrain it, and I'll go for a grapple.
Okay.
Try and hold it with my big man hands. Okay.
Oh crap!
You know what? I just got a hero point, so I'll use it.
Bigger manor hands. Well, that is categorically bigger into manor. Hey, you tripled the result.
Yeah, I used an extra finger on that one.
Yeah, but that's not gonna do it. Does leave it one action left.
One action left?
I believe so, right?
Yeah, hang on, just let me make sure. What's the how much bigger is this than me? Oh, it doesn't
It's
matter.
large.
Got Titan Wrestler. Cool.
Yeah, it's just large. You
Oh,
could grapple
cool.
it without
Then,
Titan
fuck
Wrestler.
it. Wow, I don't want to grab this thing.
Scary.
Very fuzzy and
I don't know where to grip it,
confused.
you know? There's a
it's
lot
like-
of grip points.
Well, it's like, and you kind of see it as like a loose circus animal right now. So you don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to hurt it. This is part of the show. Like, this is the goods.
I did rage out against our bear in the first episode, so this is character development. You know, I'm learning.
All right, Arvis. Same situation. Still friendly to Chal. And this Manticore would be a newer addition, like within the last year. You wouldn't recognize actually any of the 3 creatures that are in here right now.
I am going to run up to Jill. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get right up next to him. And I'm going to start fumbling around in my bandolier. I look over the Manticore. I'm like, these are my friends too. This is a misunderstanding. I can treat your wounds for you really quick. You call them off, please. And I'm going to battle medicine him.
I love it. All right. 10 out of 10. I mean, he's just tooting his magic
okay.
tutor. Give me your medicine. What do you?
Obviously, I'm gonna go big.
Well,
For a 26.
yeah, that is gonna fail the master DC. So he's pretty well cut up by Selwyn here and bleeding pretty badly, and you're not able to immediately help him. But I believe you have one action left.
It's very frustrating. Now, if I attempt, does that count as doing it, or
Yes.
it didn't go
Yeah.
through?
Pass or fail, you get to do
okay.
it one time per day to each person.
Okay. Frustrated by that. I am going to put my hand on his shoulder and give him the Stormlord's guidance.
All right. Stormlord's guidance. Barkbeard.
So if I look over at Selwyn, is there anything I could do to help her so that she's no longer stuck?
You could try and yank out the spines that are pinning her to the ground. Like there is a visible spine that is launched out of this thing's tail that is stuck through her leg into the ground.
Okay. Well, I will move over here, giving some healthy distance between me and the Manticore, and then I'm going to just try and yank out. I'm not a delicate. Just to try and yank
Give
it
me an
out.
athletics check.
Oof, at 23.
23 will pull it free. I'm sure it doesn't feel good,
I'm free.
but Barkbeard will yank this thing out, free and Selwyn, and leave you with one action left.
Well, I guess I will put up my shield.
Please no. Ara.
I'm going to summon a snapping fly trap thing again. I'm going to summon Lila next to the Manticore.
Oh,
Type big with big.
baby. So like
I have to find the page again.
hereabouts.
Yeah. Yeah. I should really have bookmarked this page. I wasn't expecting to use it again. It's just, I'm just going to do the basic. I guess this is the basic. I have a notepad written up. It's going to attack the Manticore.
Alrighty.
A 23, I'm assuming does not hit.
The 23? It definitely doesn't say 23.
Oh, 19.
19 does not hit, no.
It's been a long day. I'm sorry. I've been up since forever ago. He's going to try again then.
Snip. Snapper.
Oh God.
Yep. Nope.
And his two snip snaps as he lashes out towards this massive monster here, not landing. But Selwyn now free.
Yep. I'll give this Manticore a very hateful stare from underneath the mask for a 36.
Ooh. He even understands. Yeah, you got intimidating glare, but I mean, he's even intelligent enough to understand common, so he's pretty scared.
Is he lower level than me?
Yes.
He's fearful around.
Fleeing?
Yep.
Ooh, baby. Okay.
Wow. A look and the Manticore ran away from you.
And I'll run up to this goat. And I'll twin feint because I'm sure that Arbus would not count for me in terms of giving a sneak attack. Not when they're friends.
No, I don't think she's not threatening him
No,
right now.
right,
No.
Yeah. For a 35. Holy shit.
God, the rolls.
For 14
He's
slashing
still
damage.
frightened one. So 35 exactly crits him.
Oh wow, 28 slashing. And the second for the sneak attack Oh,
Stop! This is not reasonable!
How are you doing it?
What is happening? How is it possible to be this angry?
For another 36 damage.
Oh my god!
Last chance. Drop the fucking spell right now.
And he is going to, instead of that, put the pipes to his mouth. Seeing the Manticore reeling in fear, he is going to play another tune as he retreats out to the mouth of the glade. And I'm going to need Arabis, Ara, and Zerg to make will saves. Alrighty.
Like that one. That one's a little better.
So, Ara and Arabis now successfully saving against this one, at least. Each of you, as he plays this tune, much gentler, much smoother, much more soothing. You're gonna feel a little tired, a little drowsy, perhaps. Zerg is going to fall over on the floor, unconscious. He's just gonna fall asleep immediately. So is the Manticore. So is the Pegasus. So is the Dryad.
Two boys having a nap, that's all. Cuddly, sleepy nap.
You gotta grab him, you're trying to grab on, he gets real tired and lays down, and you just kind of snuggle up in his soft fur, napping. You wanna give me a will save, unless your plant is
He's
immune
warm.
is your plant immune to sleep, Ara?
I don't know. It just says mindless.
It is mental, so then yeah, he would be immune to that, so the plant's not going to sleep. But everybody other than Chal and the four of you are all going to kind of fall asleep. Take a nice nap real quick. As he looks back over at Selwyn, who's still sure running at him enraged here. What is it you even want? Is killing me going to make you feel better? And then he's going to bleed for a lot of damage, I assume.
Yep.
Well, not
Free
a lot
damage.
of damage, but some damage.
Yeah.
Which he is. Still bleeding.
Still.
Okay, Manticore is asleep. Zerg is asleep. Arabis.
Was that spell that we shook off a hostile spell? Does it count as hostile to break the charm?
No.
Or am I still charmed by him?
You're still
Oh
charmed.
shit.
You just feel a little bit drowsy.
God damn it.
He's just getting fucking murdered.
Arvis, I'm telling you right now, if you kill this person, I'm kicking you from the circus.
I mean,
Two of your friends are fighting.
yeah.
I'll let you stabilize him.
I am going to look at Selwyn, look at him. They're fighting. I don't know what to do. I don't want people to die. And I'm gonna hold out my hand. I'm gonna cast second level heal on Chill. From here. For
points of
28.
health. Back to the friendly
so lightning
goat
starts
man here.
healing him up.
All right, Barkbeard.
And I'm gonna put my
wait a minute.
shield up and kind of face towards Selwyn a little bit, like.
Barkbeard.
Okay.
I sigh, and I'm just going to shoot across the whole clearing, kind of almost sinking into the ground and kind of popping up next to Jal. And as I come out, I'm just going to kind of try and catch him in the jaw and do some damage. is the hope. So 31 for 13.
A 31 is going to hit him.
And then I'm going to just bring it around again.
Jesus.
Natural 20.
Just beating the shit out of this guy.
I can't
He's
save
trying to
him.
play his magic flute. Why you gonna bully him? I can't believe how many natural 20s this guy is eating. I have never
know, right?
seen such fury from the party.
And I guess that was forceful, so
Oh, this would be 2 higher and then 4 because it's a crit. And with that, he's reeling. He is, at this point, barely holding on. Ara.
and then as my last
Oh,
action.
wait, oh, right, it's Flurry. You're a monk.
Or blows, yeah.
Yeah. As my last action, I think I'm going to try and trip him.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah,
that
minus-
still has
minus
the
10.
minus 10 though, right?
Yeah. Minus 10.
But I can make it within acrobatics, right? I mean athletics, right?
Yes, it is athletics. Athletics versus his reflex DC.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, minus 10, so it would be 22.
22 is going to fail. He is nimble, if nothing else.
Okay.
So now Ara for serious this time.
I'm gonna reach over Zerg and slap his face. Hey Zerg, Zerg. Now's not the time to sleep. There's a giant scary monster next to you. Slapping him.
And he's pretty out.
So when Zerg's asleep,
Good for him.
So you're just trying to wake him up with your round. Are you sustaining plant, baby?
I'm gonna sustain the plant. The plant's actually gonna just lash out at the manticore.
2 is also
and now-
super asleep, so
And now, look at this. Boom.
Oh,
Boom, indeed.
it says.
boom, he says.
Boom, he says. And just gonna try again.
That was the saddest. I'm gonna try again. Oh,
It's
better.
asleep!
Oh no!
Come on!
Lila's not very good.
He's doing it.
Lila's on the trading block.
It's just
Lila's-
kind of like, it's got its little snappies on like various parts of this big, soft tiger dragon thing, just kind of gumming it. I guess. What is happening? How is it failing to hit a sleeping manticore?
Don't ask me, please.
Someone.
I'll narrow my eyes. Well, I gave you plenty of chances. And I'll cast True Strike and leap at him.
Is there any way I could try to stop someone with a reaction?
If
Get
you have a
past me?
reaction that can do that.
Do you have to have a
Otherwise,
feat
no.
to do that, or it's not just?
Well, you would
have to have
need
an
to
ability,
have,
yeah.
like, I mean, other than saying something, which you can just do, you would need to have some kind of ability to try to stop her.
No, I would.
26 against the flat-footed. Is flat-footed.
26 is exactly his flat-footed.
21 damage.
And with that last slice there, Belwyn, what happens to our poor goat man? Did nothing wrong. He just
While he falls over. Sorry?
I say he did nothing wrong. He just wanted
What's
to
that?
play his beautiful music.
Oh, he did so many things wrong.
Bully him.
I'm flying. I'm flying at him, landing up on his chest, dagger into him as he's falling to the ground, and while he's on the ground, I'm stabbing him over and over.
Wow,
This guy's staying down.
that's brutal.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
he would be dying 1 from going down before it would be your turn again, realistically.
No, he'd be dying 2 because I have another strike.
You want to play this game.
Can I
That you
just
can
hit
be
him
knocked down and hit again in 1 round.
That's true.
Is this because
Alright.
that's not how I was gonna
Don't
play?
open
You
that-
can't
don't open
force someone's dying value to increase more than once per round
Okay,
yourself.
that's fine.
But Zerg's sleeping. Arbus, what would you do here?
I think that's why you're keeping this going, because obviously I'm still charmed, right? So
You are. I mean, it does not. It does not end just because he is he's dying.
no.
Although he stops playing his flute, the frightened would fall off of everybody.
I'll let you stabilize him, Arbus, and nothing more.
I mean, I would already be doing that as you're saying it, casting a stabilize on him so he doesn't die. It's over now, Selwyn. Stop.
It's not over until the spell ends.
So you have some magical knowledge, Selwyn. You're aware of what you shook off. Give me whatever you use for your spell knowledge. Did you occultism? Is occultism your tradition?
I suppose. Yeah.
It is both yours and what he's. Oh, he's actually primal, so you can use nature either. Nature or occultism. Yours or his.
Yeah, occultism. 19.
I mean, it is a low-level spell, so you would certainly be familiar with the effects of a charm spell. And based on... He'd cast it on you successfully the first time you'd come through. But then, with the suggestion, that would definitely be hostile enough to have shaken it off. He's certainly casting a more powerful version of fairly simple magic. While this is a plain enough spell any apprentice can really learn, heightened as he has it, this effect over a lot of your friends here is going to last some time, possibly the rest of the entire day before it falls off.
Alright, Arbus, we have a manticore to deal with still. We don't know how long it'll be asleep.
Yes, I could try and move him back into his cage and lock it until we know it's safe.
We should probably do that.
That
Are
would
we,
be the best for the
I'm
creature.
gonna drag Zerg away.
Zerg is over there, like, curled up on this soft giant teddy bear napping.
I'll take his flute.
Alright,
Good
that's
plan.
fair. That's fair.
I prop Zerg up underneath the willow tree. Let him take a nice nap. He deserves it. He's had a hard day.
Does he
So
have any
as you-
keys to the fucking cage?
Yes, taking his flute, you would see that in the outer pocket of the black coat that he is wearing, he does have a small key ring with a trio of keys on it, almost assuredly to the 3 cages here in the Glen of Uncommon Wonders. He's also got a wineskin hanging from a belt, tucked inside the jacket, a pretty large flask.
Still got two.
I mean large, like this is not like, this is like a two-handed, like a giant water skin of wine. It's very big.
Alright. Then it's going into the bag of holding.
So can I try and shove this thing back into its
Well,
cage?
It is pretty asleep. Give me... The difficulty would not be so much the shoving as the trying not to wake it up. Could you shove it in? Definitely. Can you shove it in without waking it up? Question mark.
How does the cage door work? Is that does it go up? Does it go to the
It
sides?
just swings out on hinges. It's a very simple iron cage. Although they have
Can
all
I,
been
if I were to...
painted and designed so that the bars of the cage look like natural wood. As you interact with it, it's clearly just painted metal.
Okay, so I would send my roots and vines through the door of the cage and through the side of the cage and try and kind of sew it back together so that it would be an even pressure to that would just slowly slide him back in.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be jabby points of wood kind of poking him to, and
Give me a
it
thievery.
would just be the door. Ah, thievery.
That's like subtle
Sure,
manipulation
right
and
to
whatnot.
this.
Oh!
Ah, that was terrible. My neighbor's not that terrible. Well, I guess I could try again. If he wakes up, I'll just beat him to death.
Easy peasy.
Are you reroll that, or you stick with the 11?
I'm sticking with it. I feel like today I'm gonna need all the rerolls.
Oh shit! I don't want to see initiative
I
coming
mean,
back
that's definitely waking him up. As you attempt to move him back into the cage, this manticore reawakens with a roar. And everybody, roll me again, real quick here. It's possible this can be solved very quickly if Barkbeard beats an initiative. And Selwyn also beats an initiative because you've got the keys and he's in the pushing
Is
position.
there any chance that roar woke up Zerg?
Roll me a perception check.
That roar. Yeah, it was a pretty loud roar.
Because you are, at this point, the magical sleep has worn off and you are regularly asleep. Which is...
22 on the perception roll.
Does have a penalty for being asleep, but it is not, no. But Ara's got you, and the you will get checks by round now for sure. Still give me initiative so we know where you're at on the table. And then I'll just open roll our boys' initiative here. All right, Manticore. How mad are you?
Yeah.
He's just waking up. He's a little sleepy. He's just waking up here. Arbus, Selwyn,
Ara.
and Barkbeard would all... Barkbeard obviously is the one that wakes it up. It kind of moves aggressively. Arbus and Selwyn hearing the roar. Zerg's asleep and Ara's is trying to make sure he's comfy. They're not paying attention at all over here under the tree. Arbus, you'd be first to react here.
It's still on the ground, right?
Yes, it'd still be prone. It's just waking up.
Okay. Hear that it's woken up. I am going to... I'm gonna quickly move in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And with a quick spin around, face it, and I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind and try to push it into the cage, or make sure it can't get up and come towards us.
Okay. So, large or smaller creatures. He is large or smaller. He's gonna make a fortitude save. Let's see what you got, my lad. He's gonna get a 22.
Ooh, that is a fail.
So, well, normally that would walk it over. As you get this great gust of wind, he's already on the ground. He's kind of asleep and just coming to. So I can blow him just far enough back into the cage. Barkbeard, you know you're in this line too. Where's your fortitude save?
This is true. I had to do it.
Get in the fucking cage.
Oh no!
Are you
I'll be in the cage if you need me.
Are you keeping it?
You're gonna keep that?
Well, aren't I on the other side of the cage door? Wouldn't I just be blasted up against the cage?
Well, with a critical failure, you are going to get blasted
You're
into the
getting tossed.
cage with the Manticore, knocked prone, and take some damage as you tumble in with the beast. Arvis, give me the damage.
All right, fine.
Roll me the damage.
I don't. Okay.
2d6. You take 8 points of damage,
8 bludgeoning.
Barkbeard. Selwyn.
Okey-dokey.
I'll hold on to off the Barkbeard so he can get out of the fucking cage.
That's
Get that flute out of here.
Disappointed with your team. Barkbeard.
I stand up, dust myself off. This is perhaps not the best place for me to be. And I will try and over the cage, step outside of the cage.
There's actually a problem with that because I'm pretty sure the gust lasts until my next turn.
Sure does.
Like
is
it's
it-
pounding
You
wind.
need to make a fortitude save
So
to
I'll be
attempt
up
to
against
walk.
this wing here.
You are pretty much up against it, yeah. So, if you're gonna walk into the gust of wind, which is still blowing, you are gonna
Okay.
need to make me another fort save to walk against it.
Still not quite enough. It's okay. I'll be fine.
So your first move actions, you're not able to walk against the wind. As you're stuck when it's placed in the cage.
Well, I'm
And
a tree, so I have lots of foliage. It's hard to move against the wind.
You have an action left.
Yes, I will try that again. No, very stuck.
No! I'm getting so much value out of this spell right
Someone
now.
you can see this blast of wind
Well.
holding Barkbeard against the manticore in the cage.
I will swiftly walk by Aramis. Look at her. You cast this. I'll walk into this gust of wind
Make
with
a
my first
fortitude
action.
save.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, no, I'm just gonna fall down and close the cage. Well, I'm chilling.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
You made the,
The
you
god-
made the
the
save.
godlike rolls
You're
today.
good.
Holy
so yeah,
shit.
you
Alright,
you hold your
I'm
feet.
gonna
You
close the
can't.
cage.
Yeah, you can't push against it. But
I'm
you
gonna close the cage
close
and lock it.
the cage. Or
Cage match.
did you get there in one action?
I can use two. I still have haste.
You still have haste on. You do. So yeah, you get there, close the cage, and your fourth action you lock the door. The Manticore. Hold on. Let me find us some more appropriate music here. What am I looking for? There we go. Manticore. Now very much awake. Still getting blown by this wind. He's gonna make his second fortitude save to see if he was stuck on the ground here. He's gonna stay in it. Obviously, he literally can't move. Well, the natural 20 was not hitting you. It was saving against the gust of wind.
This is good.
So he's gonna stand up, very angry, pinned in the cage with Barkbeard, just lash out toward him, biting with his jaws. For a villain point, I'm gonna pull Link 1429s. I gotta use these. My bucket's very full. Biting at you for a 28, Barkbeard.
And that will hit.
He's gonna rip into you for 15 points of piercing damage. And then follow up. He's very kind of stuck in here, just batting at you with his claws in the very close confines of the cage. For 27.
And that will still hit, yes.
For another 15 points of slashing damage. Zerg, make me a perception check. He is awake. The sounds of combat are something that is music to Zerg's ears.
He wakes up with his bag under his head, his bedroll rolled out on top of him.
What happened?
You have a good nap, Zerg?
I did, yes.
Barkbeard's fighting a Manicore by himself.
Manti is fighting a Barbicore.
Yeah,
What is this?
exactly what you said. Cage fight over there.
Give me a second. Hang on. I'll stand up. I guess that's my first action.
All right.
Okay. Where is the danger?
There's no real danger to us.
Oh, I could go back to sleep.
You
And
could.
then I'll hear more roaring and shit in the background.
Roaring
Oh,
wind.
shit.
Don't worry, sir. It's locked in the cage.
You'd see
Barkbeard's just
someone
in
like
there.
getting blown, like jet tunneled against the bars, holding it shut with the keys in her hands.
How
Barkbeard
wide?
plastered across the side of this thing as it gnaws on him and bats him.
It's so crazy.
How wide are the bars to this cage?
They are probably about, I'd say, like in this 8-ish inch gap. They're reasonably well spread. They're containing fairly large creatures. You can fit an
Okay.
arm through them, but it'd be kind of difficult to get any further.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Zerg's gonna move up to like the edge of the cage. As a second action, and try and like reach through for a grapple through the cage. bars.
Okay. Give me athletics. I'm gonna give you these encumbered, so -2.
26.
That'll do it. You grab a hold of this thing's wing as it's flailing through the bars. Ara.
Wait, hold on, you're cheating. This is a cage match, so 1v1.
I cast haste on Barkbeard.
Okay. So this Barkbeard is gifted
I
the
got a
fast.
syntax there.
Does he have 1 action left?
Yeah, there it is. Go Barkbeard, we're cheering for you, yay.
Where's his turn?
Enthusiasm.
The gust of wind ends.
The wind stops, which is. All right, so kind of realizing what I did. Someone has the keys and is on the door, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No longer attached to the door via gale force winds, but is there.
Can I? I'll run up next to Selwyn, and I mean, I want to desperately try to open the door.
What's up, Erebus? What's troubling you?
I'm trying to get the Barkbeards out of the cage.
It's a cage match. Come on.
What is a cage match?
I'm matching a cage.
There's no match. He's a tree, and it's the manticore.
Yeah, it's
Matches
awesome.
are made out of trees.
They're not made out of trees. Open the door. I was mama pulling on it. Ah!
It is locked at this point. Barkbeard.
If you wouldn't be so kind as to open the door, this would be much appreciated. And I will hold my turn.
Alrighty. Selwyn.
All right.
What's taking so long?
I can feel the temptation.
If you can sexually harass, no, you can sexually harass a manticore, right?
I don't feel like it would be as effective.
No.
I'll open the cage and I'll ready an action. Close it when she comes out.
So you have to unlock it and
Right.
open it is 2
Okay.
actions.
Right.
So you
then I
can't
have
ready
to.
an action. Readying takes 2 actions.
Yeah, and I have at least one of them.
And
to
haste
stride.
can only be stride or strike.
Yeah. Well, in that case.
What are you doing, Selwyn?
Well, I guess I'll open the door and hold out the keys for her. I mean, sorry. Right, lock it yourself.
Barkbeard.
And then I would step out of the cage, take the keys, and lock the door back.
We would shut it and lock it. So, I said out, shut, lock is 3. Technically 4 taking the keys from Selwyn, but I'll give it to you.
I mean, the move would be a haste.
Oh, that's true. You
Yeah.
can move out for free from haste. The Manticore, as Zerg is holding on to it to let Barkbeard get away, is going to twist around in a fury, biting down towards Zerg's forearm here, trying to get some launch with a 30 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
He's gonna mangle your arm a bit for 15 points of piercing damage before he turns towards the door, flicking with a swish of his tail,
Oh, he's so pissed.
flinging another pair of spikes out the doorway. He's very mad. He's very upsetty at this point. That are going to fly towards Selwyn for a
I'm saving you here.
22 and Barkbeard for an 18.
Even without stance and without a shield, I can still almost get hit by that, but I didn't.
As he flips those your direction, he is going to turn back towards Zerg, just kind of bashing towards the cage with a paw.
I've still got him grappled, right?
You still got him grabbed, yeah. He can't move away from you. He's stuck here. For 19.
No dice.
All right, Zerg.
As he bit me, he bit me, right? Bit my arm.
Bit you.
Yeah, that was an instant rage. Zerg's pissed. Zerg's pissed. There he is. The big green hand reaching through the cage is now a big ape fist reaching through the cage. Can I maintain that grapple, or do I have to roll to maintain that?
You maintain it by making another athletics check, yeah. You basically have to roll each turn to try and keep it going.
32 to maintain it.
32 is absolutely going to maintain it.
And then with another ape fist, just bash in through another rung of the cage.
I was just like punching through the bars trying to smack him.
18.
18 is not going to do it.
That's fine.
It's
I'm
actually
going
fairly
to-
close. He's kind of pinned in a cage. He's fairly soft. It's not far off, honestly, but it's not quite going to do it.
Now I could use Zerg's new trick, because I'm pissed and I'm holding it. So through the bars of the cage, grappling a Manticore, I'm going to thrash it against the bars, raging monkey style.
So it gets a fort save against your class DC, which I'm pretty sure is 24.
Yes.
And it's gonna get, of course it gets a natural 1 the first time you do this, so it's gonna critically fail. As it's not really expecting this to happen, and it's still kind of just waking up, and you slam it very effectively around the cage. It's gonna take double your thrash damage.
Which is equal to my strength modifier plus weapon specialization. So that's
Plus
11.
rage, yeah.
11. It's whatever you
Plus
add to your
rage.
attack normally.
yeah, which is it all gets automatically done for me, so I don't.
Yeah,
know.
it is 11.
It's 11.
It's
I believe.
11?
It'll say it's somewhere in your damage thing, so it'll take 22 points for bludgeoning damage and just being slammed all over the cage. Ara.
Monkey yells are as loud as its roars.
Things get just ragdolled in the cage.
Boy, this went from a great idea by myself, I must say, to complete insanity that it's at now. I can't even.
This is peak Extinction Curse.
This is. I just walk over to Barkbeard, pat him on the back. You did good, Barkbeard. Now it's Zerg's turn. I have those keys.
No. I'm gonna use them.
Barbarian has them, to be fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I gave them.
Would you let him take them?
I mean, sure.
You hand off the keys to
Couldn't
Ara.
possibly get any worse.
Aravis.
Just over this whole thing. Stop fighting, you two! And as she like elevates her voice, the it starts to get darker out. Fog sort of rolls in right over top the cage where these two are battling each other. So now it might be a little harder for them to see each other. Solid fog on top of these boys. Just, enveloping them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one of these, so
Perfect.
we'll use it. Am I right? I think it's slightly larger. That big? You can drop it kind
Well,
of over here, I imagine.
just so it's them, not on us. Yeah, that's perfect. Just so
Poof it
they're
in the back there. As this drops out over the top of everybody, obscuring the fight from the onlookers here who no longer can really see much of what's going on in there. Got an action left.
actually that's 3 to cast. I don't.
Oh, is it? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Selwyn.
All right. Well, Ara may have the key, so I can free to Sylvan.
I was gonna do that.
All right.
So you two, I mean, realistically, we're in initiative in order of things. You would both be walking towards the
Alright,
giant
yeah, this is fucking dumb. We'll just move over there together.
Blackbeard?
Pretty much.
I'm going to look at Arbus and look at Zerg. And I know, so I've never seen Zerg get out of rage unless everything was dead, right?
No, you would not have, no.
Well, Arbus, I really feel like we should go and look at this lady. She looks terribly injured. I feel like you should come look at the other end of this over here. I mean, this woman looks horrible. Can't you tell how awful she looks? She looks terribly sickly. Is basically what I would say. I'll message Jamie that.
All right. So, the Manticore, still grabbed, now pretty dazed. I'll just open roll its concealment because I don't need to. I don't need to hide that. It's a flat check. It's going to pass concealment as it tries again to bite down against Zerg with a 25.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And as you're punching through the cage, you feel these fangs, these teeth, just snapping and gnashing for 14 points of piercing damage. And then it is going to attempt to give you one little claw slap, which is going to be concealmented, which is going to pass one little claw slap for a 18 to hit. Followed by a second little claw slap, which this isn't. I'm not gonna put a number. Yeah, it's definitely not hitting. I'm not sure what the number is. It's probably lower than 18. As it can't. I mean, you're out on the other side of a cage. Your fists fit through here a lot more effectively than its giant limbs and its teeth, and it can really only attack your arms. Zerg.
Holding on to that grip. 29.
So, I need
Is there
you to.
concealment on holding on?
I need you to roll me a flat check. Because as he's writhing around, you're good. You hold on to him. You still got him.
Still got him. Still hold on to him, and again with a raging left fist through the bars. 15. That's no dice.
Just fucking rattling the cage at each other. Just a lot of smashing metal and anger.
They can't even see each other. How are they?
They're concealed.
I can feel him.
Still.
Like-
I know where it is.
Concealed is like, it's a very thick fog. You can see him. You just can't, like, it's only a DC 5 flat check to hit him. It's like a 20% mischance. It's like dim light.
Well, 20
basically.
is. Yeah. I thought it was better than 20.
Yeah, it's DC 5 to punch through concealed. So you got, is it? Let me guess.
Yeah, take a guess. Big old thrash.
He is gonna get a 19.
How did he do? How much, sorry?
A 19.
Oh, okay,
Fails.
it's not a crit success, but just a success.
Wait, no, that's
19
not
is
even a success.
definitely a failure.
Yeah.
Last DC is
failure,
like
sorry.
24, yeah, so
Right, yeah.
he's gonna take 11 more damage. You just keep, this is just a raucous slamming of metal in the background. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and lump everybody else together. What are all you guys doing?
Well,
Unless anyone wants to contribute to this.
I guess since Ara's doing the cage, I'm gonna go back on the Pegasus. So now the goat is gone. How about that job?
He's asleep.
Fuck! Wake up, Pegasus! I
like-
your job
wanna-
offer.
He's
I'm all in
laying
that
down,
cage. I
kind
just
of
wanna
curled
open
up
this
against
cage.
the front gate, so he's right there. The Dryad is also asleep. Both of them are asleep in their cages still from the Chill's spell.
So when you want to open this cage?
What, the Pegasus cage?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Unlock
So
that
you
cage.
open this up, and with the door open, we reach in to like a smack at the Pegasus here and wake him up. And with a,
He who sleeps the loudest misses the most events.
he turns. What? What is it? What time is it? Is it, sir? Did you pull, can pull himself up to his feet? Is it? I didn't realize I fell asleep. Those with the most on their minds carry their burdens the most heavily.
I think you said that already, yeah. Now, the goat is down. There's no one around to coerce you. How about that job? I promise I won't even lock you up. I'll give you at least 5 more carrots per day. I don't know if that's not what you're into, then we can work something else out. I just, horses
I'll
and carrots.
have you
Sorry.
know that my performances, as he lifts up a front leg, kind of almost appointed himself with a hoof, I give of my own free will to allow those who visit to bask in the splendor of the marvelous mist dancer.
But how about you do that at our place, where people would appreciate you and your worth?
He kind of looks over and sees Charles' mangled, bloody corpse on the ground and sees a gorilla punching the shit out of a manticore in a smoke cloud.
Barely see some gorilla punch.
Sees the silhouettes of a gorilla punching the shit out of a manticore in a smoke cloud. It seems that the situation here has descended rapidly.
Oh, extremely.
3, you said. I would like the opportunity to stretch my wings some.
Wow,
As
we would never
one
lock you up.
can never meet their true potential without the ability to see how high you can truly fly.
I just called Miss Dancer, or is that a stage act? Do I call you something else?
Miss Dancer is fine. Miss Dancer is fine enough.
Yes! Another one!
The majestic Miss Dancer.
Gotta
Seeing
catch
this
them all.
shit sprawling
This
in
has
front
been
of
the
him.
greatest triumph.
And honestly, you hit the nail on the head. He seems very interested in the offer to, not be locked up, to get to fly around as he pleases, to explore, spread his wings, fly, have his run. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, this offer pleases me. As long as I still get to perform.
Oh, absolutely. We could do like a tag team performance. It'll be awesome.
Meanwhile, in the corner, let me roll a concealment check. Gonna pass the concealment check, but he doesn't get a 19 to punch you, so that's cool. And as he continues, just raging against Zerg, a 33 this time. If I'm correct, I think that just barely does not crit you.
Oh, sorry, 33 on the attack swing? Yeah,
On the
that
attack
hits,
roll,
but
yes.
not a crit.
Is gonna bite you for another 24 points of slashing damage as he gets a real good chomp on your arm as you're reaching through. And then concealment the second as he just slams a paw into the cage, unable to really see where the bars are, reeling back with his other paw for a final kind of desperate strike for it's gonna be an 8.
That's a crit fail.
That's a
Any crit
natural
fail, that
one.
kind of thing?
It's definitely a crit fail. Not unless you have something that triggers on a crit fail. And then Zerg!
I don't think I have anything that triggers on a crit fail, unless...
Swashbucklers are really who you want to talk to about that one.
Yeah, no dice on that one.
Zerg.
So, I'm gonna maintain my grip.
Okay, give me the athletics check.
Oh, you need the flat check too, don't you?
Since you're already holding him, I'll give you the athletics check. We'll give you maintain your grip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, something I would like to attempt, which you're going to need to help me see if I can make this work. Between Titan Wrestler, Combat Climber, and my Rage and Pure Strength, I want to maintain my grip and climb to the top of the cage,
Oh my god.
holding
Okay.
him through the bars.
Okay, so the bars are graded. So you would basically be reaching through the cage, grabbing onto him and climbing, keeping your grip on his wing as you go, as you mantle up onto the top of the cage, now holding onto him from above
Yeah.
with one action left.
And then I'm gonna thrash him up against the top of the cave.
You need an 8 to save. How many times can you fail this? Okay, 35. He's gonna critically succeed that one. So as you get up on top, he is pretty heavy, and you can't
he's a big
nearly
boy.
as effectively slam him up against the ceiling. He's not gonna take any damage there. So, the rest of the group
Would
I
like
unlock the
let
Dryad's
this-
cage.
Yeah.
and
And I
you
will-
equally easily be able to do that.
And I nudge her awake.
And then she just awakens, kind of blinking, arm curl up around her head on the floor to look up and see you. Do you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
So she'll speak up to you in Sylvan, quietly, that no one else other than maybe Arabis nearby would have a chance of overhearing. Well, a friend of the forest has come for me.
Yes. You're free now.
She turned towards the gate and see it open and see, well, that in the distance. Doesn't seem terribly troubled. Her gaze really does fall on the gate itself. And she would immediately, kind of shocked awake, stand up and reach down for a little potted sapling she's got and pick it up very gently, like cradling it almost like a child in the pot, even though the tree would kind of stick up past her, holding it with both arms, and turn to look down to you and to Arabis and to Barkbeard as Selwyn's over talking terms with the winged horse. You knew it. Many of my people would not forget, nor will I. The trees will speak of this, and the winds will remember. I thank you. And if no one's in her way, will immediately make her way out past Chial, almost hurrying, half sprinting towards the front gate of the menagerie to make her escape.
Seems like the best course of action for her.
Yep. She doesn't belong here. Unlike this super cool winged horse.
Hell yeah. High, what is it, hoof?
Such
What's it-
things are beneath the splendor I believe I am owed, but terms we can talk.
Mr. Mistwalker, sir.
Miss
Miss
Dancer.
I'm gonna-
Dancer.
Miss Dancer. Sorry. Can I ride you?
Why? This request, ridiculous, offensive, an affront to my very being, that you would
Please?
think. No. He turns back down to Selwyn. Is this the treatment that I am to expect in your care?
No, not exactly. He is a bit crass.
A talent
because he's grass.
is better spent forgotten than wasted on the attention of fools.
All right, but he can do really sweet fire magic. So there is, we all have our talents. And it's up to a troop master to employ them as best you can. And
Meanwhile,
obviously, you don't have to let anyone write you, but it would be super rad if you could do it at some point. Can I make a persuasion, like a diplomacy?
give me a diplomacy, and we'll come back to that. Meanwhile, this thing is now held up, grabbed. He is about as well, that's pretty good. That's a pretty big number you got there. He's about as large as the cage as you're picking up, trying to slam him against the top of the bars here. He can't really effectively bring his mouth up to bite at you anymore. So he just kind of flicks his tail upward, loosing another salvo of spikes out towards Zerg as you're perched up above him. And these are going to be flipping at you. 4. How many points I got? 4 for 21.
So that's
Did you make it flat?
first question is
Oh,
he's
yeah,
still
flat
within
check.
melee range for me.
He is. That would provoke an attack of opportunity.
All right. So, do I do that first, or do I deal with his attack
You
first?
would do it first, yeah. He's making a ranged attack.
I'm doing a monkey strike. 19.
We're gonna be here for the rest of the fucking day. Because neither of you fucks can hit each other.
Okay, so that didn't work. How did he go?
Well, I mean, you got 21, so I mean, concealment checks
Oh, yeah, no, he misses.
notwithstanding, neither
He
of you
missed
are hitting
completely.
anyway. And then he is just gonna kind of flail upwards, curling almost like a cat to get his back feet kicking up towards the top of the cage. Concealment for the first claw strike is gonna pass. I'm just gonna do both concealments. The second claw strike is gonna pass. And then he is going to swing at you for first claw. A 19.
Nope.
Second claw. The natural 20. There we go. You're gonna get one eventually. It's always the last hit. You got a crouching tiger, hidden cat's claw kick. So that one's gonna catch you for 36 points of slashing damage. As these claws, as you're kind of up on top, your weight's a little lower. And you can get these toes and these talons through, raking a lot more effectively. And then, Zerg?
I would call it. Oh, Zerg! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! And I'm gonna kind of sprint over to this tree line and kind of look over real suddenly. Did I just? Are there trogs over there? I can't imagine. What is that? Did I see that correctly?
Wait, no. Wait, hold on a second. Buckbeard, what are you doing? You'll loot the whole circus grounds.
Zerg.
More than already is happening.
Zerg's gonna flip off to the front of the cage.
Oh my god.
But Zerg can't hear shit between his own yelling and the yelling of the Manticore. And Zerg's gonna break the lock with his fists.
Make me an athletics check. There is a DC to force this gate open.
30?
30 is far and fucking beyond what's needed to do it. So Zerg with a massive punch is gonna drench the whole, like, you hit hard enough to knock the whole gate entirely off its hinges.
Not a fucking manicore.
Well,
No, this seems like a good time to help.
You got
Two
one
actions.
That's
Jump
2, yeah.
off
Hopping
and-
down and breaking the cage off. You got one left.
Probably can't reach it from here, can I?
You absolutely can reach it from there. You're adjacent. The cage isn't that big. The cage is only a little bigger than the Manticore.
Oh, good. That hitting the lock, that's not an attack roll, is it?
It is
Well,
not.
I did attack
Just
the
ripping
door.
a door off.
Oh, cool. 18.
Jesus.
No, you know what? Hero point. 33.
Oh my
nice.
god.
Woo! That's what we're looking for. Now, here's the bad news. He is still in the fog, so I do need a concealment check.
There it is.
Mana, you can also hero point that one.
You
Can you? Can I?
can hero point the concealment check if you want to, yes.
Oh.
And a 33 is a crit. Its AC is not that high.
Oh.
Yo. Yo, the damage
Oh
right
my
now.
god!
Zerg is so pissed.
He hops down,
66
rips the door
bludgeoning
off,
damage.
and hits it for 66 damage.
Kills it?
Yes, it fucking kills it!
I punch open the door, it goes flying in. Zerg comes barreling into the cage, laying fist after fist after fist after fist into this thing until it stops moving. Holy shit.
all right.
Well,
I'll step away from the entrance over there, the gap in the
was-
trees.
that was a little disturbing.
I am good. I mean, he's going fucking crazy. I'm gonna try to get near him and put my animal calming glove on his back. Maybe that'll make him calm down a little bit.
That one.
Yeah.
You want to throw him in the water?
Yeah. And as
No.
the Zerg.
That was fun. Oh. Now, what? Is they gonna turn around to the rest of the party and between everyone's legs see Child on the ground? No!
Between everyone's legs.
Yeah, because like everyone's like Ara's in front of me and Ara's over there and he's on the ground.
You see over us.
Don't
Not
worry,
from that
Sophie's
far
fine.
away.
He's on
small.
the ground. He's a body. So
Or small.
We're very small.
Very small.
We're gonna run over. What happened? What happened to my body?
It was an accident.
He was
yes.
so afraid that you were going to die from the manicore, he passed out.
Yeah,
Is he okay?
he'll
he
be
looks
fine.
very bloody.
He'll be fine in the morning.
Yeah.
Is
We bring him back with us. We take good care of him.
Oh, that's an excellent idea.
I want to take very good care of him.
We're to come back for him.
Is the Manticore beyond
The
saving?
Manticore, he just hit it for 66
Aramis.
fucking points of damage. The Manticore is dead as shit.
I want to drag this satyr's body in this cage and
That's
lock
like
him in
asking
there.
a curry if the chicken's okay.
My job is to save lives.
I think here is perhaps the part where we take our midstream break.
Holy crap.
Oh god.
We've gotten so far today.
We have really accomplished a lot for sure.
I
This
mean,
has been the most
I've had my
beautiful-
orgasm. I'm good.
This is the most
You're
beautiful
on your
fucking
cigarette.
Extinction Curse adventure I think we've had yet. This is peak Circus of Wayward Wonders. You can't top it. And when we come back, chat, even if we may never reach these lofty heights again, you know we're damn sure gonna try. Be right back, everyone. Don't go far. Hey, we're not playing this highlight right now. We're not doing that. None of that right now.
Get out of here.
It's time for us to come back and do some more adventures. Welcome back, everybody. If you want to see that highlight that was, literally just about to come up, I kind of caught it right at the beginning for once, or any of the other wide variety of highlights, the rest of this show were our other campaign we've got going on the Paizo channel on Saturdays. That link right there in the chat, youtube.com/2perception, is the repository of pretty much absolutely everybody. And then I also see that while all that clown fiesta was happening, and I got very much absorbed into it, for which I apologize. I was running a lot of things at once, and it was a shit show. TNT had another pile of bits coming in for some more hero points for the chat here. One to the mono, which puts him back at the 2, and one to the
Thanks.
stick person, which could be either me or Colby pretty easily. So,
Or either of the Leshy characters.
Or either of the Leshies.
or Barkbeard. Colby's got it on both fronts. So I'm gonna air.
He got it both covered. Yeah.
He is both a physical stick person and playing a stick person. So the safest bet is definitely to give it to Colby. That's almost certainly correct. As we come back in here, we had just finished up whatever is happening here, leaving Barkbeard and Zerg pretty well beat up. Someone a little hurt, but mostly okay. And Miss Dancer, this horse. Soen, I've been trying to convince him to have a bit of a partner. Are you trying to get him to do a partner act, or just to let somebody?
Yes, so I can
ride
like
him?
fly around and do acrobatics while he's gliding around. You know, I'm not saying. I'm just saying maybe sometimes.
I perhaps would give it some thought. If
That is all I
you
can
do
ask.
seem to be very capable yourself, It is said that 2 pairs of wings can fly twice as high, twice as close to the sun above, bathing in the golden light, without burning out. But I would have to know it is something that you can handle, something that you can do proper justice, that you will not weigh me down in front of the people.
Of course.
Tell me, have you any experience with these aerial acts?
Outside my own acrobatics, no, but I'm sure I can learn really fast.
Perhaps you will make a fine student then, under the tutelage of the marvelous Mist Dancer.
You know, that is the greatest news I've heard all day.
Very well. Where? Just kind of looks around the camp here.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going?
If you, mighty Mist Dancer, spread your wings and take flight, you will see another circus grounds. One battered by the cowardly attacks of the Celestial Menagerie, but one that still stands nonetheless.
So when I could show him.
I mean, yeah, but we're moving on,
It is
right?
like probably close to a half-hour round trip because the menagerie and your campground are on absolute opposite ends of Escadar.
I was about to say, can I just use elemental motion, fly up as high as I can, and just point him in the direction of the campground?
Yeah, absolutely, that's a thing. You can do that. So with
Yep.
the mighty flaps of his wings, Mist Dancer lifts up into the sky. Zara directs him, and I mean, your camp is not difficult to see. It's very vibrant and bright, sprawling beyond the walls. And he would take off that direction, flying out to become a new act for the Circus of Wayward Wonders. As he
Okay.
takes
I'm Miss Dancer.
takes his
Us.
flight, chill, sealed in this cage here.
Maybe we should have warned him. Well, I mean, we should have warned the group that a giant Pegasus is coming. They might get a little nervous.
Well, to be fair, the Pegasus can speak.
This is true, but after lighting our camp on fire, they might shoot first and then ask later.
I don't think anyone there has a bow.
You know what I mean.
Also,
Professor Status fall back down on the ground, his face first. Professor Smart, he'll figure it out.
That's true. So is
Okay.
Blue. They're all smart, actually. They're most
Blue
of
is-
them
Blue is-
here.
I don't know about Blue.
Blue helped defend the campus grounds. You can't keep hating him.
I don't hate. I don't hate. I just don't trust.
All right. Well, speaking of trust, can we have a touch of the feel-goods of the bandages?
Yes,
As you're
I
discussing that,
look
you'd
at
hear
your
another
words.
voice call out from the west as this is just, I'm just gonna throw it out there now. This is our just generic NPC token for this particular pre-built Roll20 adventure. It does not imply that they look anything like that, and in fact he does not, as a kind of very scrawny, scraggly, and a bit haggard man, standing really only about 5'4", largely due to how hunched over he is right up in front of the nearest midway tent. And hear his voice call out across this walkway. Oh, Caden fucking Kalian! Did you do this? And points to, well, the horrifically maimed and mutilated bruiser that would be visible from towards the gates.
I'll walk up and, well, in our defense, he did try to attack us first.
So,
Sort of.
Selwyn, you would have worked pretty closely with KepCap in the past, as the two of you would have been largely the ones responsible for running a lot of the midway games and making sure everything's properly rigged to make an appropriate amount of money and give out a minimum amount of actual prizes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the coward and the cheat, but you don't imagine he's any kind of a threat to you, really. Especially not to the group of you.
Oh, what's his name?
KepCap.
Kipcap.
As it looks like
Oh, Kipcap, it's been years, hi, buddy.
God, Selwyn, what in all the hell's this?
Oh, we're gonna kill a cat.
Kill him?
Well, I have people in my group with anger management issues. I'm trying to work it out, but you know how it is, right? You get one anger to minute, and suddenly, next thing you know, you're a giant ape. No, I suppose that's not really all that common.
He looks past you and sees Zerg standing there pretty well beat up. And just points past. Is that what all the banging and screaming and roaring was about? What did you fight?
Oh yeah, the Manticore's hell on it.
You've been wrestling. Why? For what possible reason?
Because it was a cage match and it was awesome.
Look, get over
It's
here.
not possible.
Get over here before someone shows up. That was loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. What's up, buddy?
The rest of you coming along?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep, I'll follow along.
Oops, sorry.
Cap-
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
just
not mean
dragging.
to trip over you.
Yeah.
Cap would lead the group of you down the midway over towards one of the larger tents in the back, just a little way off of the main walk around the corner, just a little bit further out of the way. As I was talking, fucking Kalian, Selwyn. What? What are you doing?
Well, I thought it was obvious. Revenge, obviously. Well, you know as well as me that most of the people here are assholes. Totally so.
Well, it's a goddamn circus, Selwyn. I mean, what are you?
Right, a circus that's been conducting very, very illegal
And you're
business.
a fucking asshole. This isn't any different for you.
Well, it is, because I'm not sabotaging other circuses.
Where'd you find another fucking walking plant? As he points towards Ara and Barkbeard. Well, there's more in the toy box.
There was not more in the toy box. Not this time around, at least. I'm sure, given time, that if two other relations love each other very much, there could be another one in the toy box someday. Maybe one for you.
That's not how leshies work.
Yeah, it could be.
Look, Selwyn,
It's really not.
Arbus, roustabout guy. I vaguely recognize, but don't know. As he points at Zerg. And obviously, everyone here is a piece of shit. It's a circus. You don't have a lot of normal people giving their lives to work at a circus. That includes me and you. That doesn't make this any different. Whatever problems you had with what was going on, you ran off with Thunder and the Professor, and you made your own show. Why you come back murdering everybody now?
Well, because your people try to come murdering us a couple of times at this
They
point.
try to burn my wolves
hurt
defenseless
our
in their
friends.
cage, alive. They try. We never do nothing to no one.
Well,
And they come and
fuck,
attack
Arbus,
us.
the same shit happens here. That's no different than it was before. That's just how it goes. How else you keep
Crossing
in
the
line?
Right. But when you have the strength to fight back, then the whole keeping in line thing kind of bites back, you know?
It's a fucking animal. No, not everyone can talk to him like you can, Arbus. That shit's fucking weird. And I mean, even Chow couldn't do it.
They deserve to live just like us.
Yeah, child gets stabbed.
And then what about all the other people who are hurt for no reason?
Yeah, like
We
so.
shouldn't have fucked up or crossed
And
Dusklight.
we have kids at the camp. They could have got hurt. Kids.
Well,
Is that okay?
The be all end all of everything. This judgment. That's not the way this works. She doesn't get to call the shots in the world.
no, she doesn't. She just calls the shots at her own fucking circus. What? I couldn't. You know, honestly, I thought they were joking. When I heard you and the Professor and Thunder and everyone brought your damn circus right back to fucking Escadar. What are you doing? Selwyn, are you crazy?
Some have
She's
taken-
also.
You
She's also
know how
summoning
Dusklight
demons.
is. Now, all of you do. And you want to fuck with her on her own doorstep? What do you expect to happen?
Kitty shits in our little box.
Yeah, well, you put your litter box right under her ass. Selwyn,
Yes. I am actually here in full capacity of the law, if you must know. I'll pull out my tankard and take a good swig.
what, did she miss a fucking payment?
Ah, no,
Someone
she summoned
complains?
demons. Human sacrifice. Or people sacrifice, not necessarily human, but you catch my drift.
Look, obviously, Dusklight's fucked in the head and does a lot of fucked up shit, but what human sacrifice are you possibly talking about?
Well, the obvious, right? You say you go down a dark room. Let's say hypothesize. You have the captain with you.
Look,
You pull out a knife. You go.
I understand the fucking concept, Selwyn, but like,
Well, then what's the problem here? Well, other than the human sacrifice.
what do you think she's disappearing people to sacrifice to fucking Asmodeus or something? Like, this is Jelliax. What?
Oh, actually, Sevgavasep.
Sevgava, what the fuck is that? Look,
It's a demon lord of trucks.
Selwyn,
Right.
Arbus, Styx.
Cap.
We got a good enough thing going here. We do our jobs. We get paid. We got lives. We got money. We got booze. You don't fuck with Dusklight, and at least most of the time, she doesn't fuck with you.
Right, but now she's taking it a step too far.
Then what do you think's gonna happen when you come kicking in her door killing people? What do you think the next step is, you fucking idiot?
Killing Dusklight? What? What do you mean? I'm very confused. Well, capture. We're supposed to capture.
We're not killing anyone. We just want her to stop. We want to
You
be
don't
left
fucking
alone.
kill anyone. What do you call that shit? And he points back at the front door again. Because he sure as shit looks dead to me.
I call that assisted suicide, honestly.
Fucking Kalian, you guys. You...
Mr.
Look.
Batsky doesn't like sticks.
What? Look,
Sorry, wasn't paying attention. Whose head am I crushing? Who am I killing?
No one.
Hello, how you doing? Good to see you again. What's up?
what? I asked this, Selwyn, from a place of respect. Have you lost your fucking mind?
Do I have a habit to begin with?
Look, I'm serious though. Whatever you think you're gonna do about Selwyn, you've seen the shit she does to people. You've seen the shit she can do.
Right, which is
You
why it's
really want to fuck with her this directly? This really seemed like a good idea to you.
Well, no, good idea, and if I want to, those are completely different things that we must discuss. Which one do you want the answer for first? Steelers jokes.
There's been a lot of fucking shit going on since you brought your fucking circus back to Escadar for whatever God's damned reason. And I try to keep my nose out of this. I do my business. I don't want to be the next person disappearing behind the fucking tents. But and Kip points to the big building behind the tents on the midway here, which is a pretty huge wooden structure that you guys would recognize as the gallery. That is it's a showroom that Dusklight has several times reconfigured, and it served a whole lot of various purposes. Occasionally, she hires both architects and wizards to redecorate the showroom itself with spectacular themes based on whatever it is she's recently wanted to display that hasn't escaped or killed itself yet. But it's much larger than it was the last time you saw it. And I kept pointing at that. I know that Dusklight has been putting a fuckload of gold into reconfiguring the Heavenly Gallery into some kind of goddamn fucking test of the Starstone for something. So word is, you idiots coming in trying to do something, but I didn't fucking believe for a second you were actually crazy enough to try it.
What kind of test for the Starstone?
It's not a test for the fucking
It's a goddamn fucking expression, Arbus. Look, the whole thing's chained together now. It's been off limits to the public for a couple of weeks. Ever since she got wind that something was blowing this way. Shut it down and turn it into a fucking gauntlet. Look, you don't understand what you're fucking getting into here. She's not playing games, Selwyn.
Oh, but I'm so playful.
Look, whatever. You guys want to barge in there, get yourselves fucking killed, which
feel that that'll be a couple of problems out of your hair, right?
I just don't want to get pulled into this. Look, of course it has to be you. It has to be you specifically, Selwyn, and you know how she is. Even if you haven't been here for well over a goddamn year at this point, who the fuck do you think she's gonna come after if you're the one she's trying to hurt?
Well,
The only other person who ever showed you the fucking head side of a copper piece. Look, if you go in there, you better finish the fucking job.
Right? That's the plan.
I don't want any part of this.
You're not going to.
You should leave then.
Leave and do what, Artemis? Go where?
Well, you could go to the Circus of Wonders.
I want to get fucking chased down like Dynan did. You got halfway to the wet house and got physically fucking dragged back here by your goddamn goons. And no one's seen him since.
To be fair, those two goons aren't there now, so you could just leave.
But you think there's only 2 fucking people on Dusklight's payroll? Come on,
No,
Selwyn.
I don't. No, I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying that's a very easy way out.
Dynan got halfway through the city before the menagerie caught up with him and dragged him kicking and fucking screaming back here. You're not safe just because you're not here.
Oh, there are all the things going around, though, right? We're here. Surely all the pawns are called back to their places.
Well, the opposite, if anything. Hardly anybody's fucking here. She's, I assume, obviously, some motive somewhere, but almost no one's allowed to even stay on the circus grounds outside of show times and prep. We show up, we set up, we show, we break down, we get the fuck out.
All right. Well, I'll make sure to finish the job.
God damn it, you fucking idiots. Gods, oh fucking gods. So what are you doing? What's your plan? You've got a fucking plan at least, I assume, if you come this far.
Right, yeah, stab everyone until we get there.
Damn it, Selwyn!
It's worked so far, and it's worked really well so far. Well, outside that one time. Rest in peace.
Look. You guys look pretty fucked up, and you barely made it inside the front door. Look, that,
we did fuck up a good, though.
Cap points across to the, one of the larger tents in the area here. That would be straight across from you. She points across to that one. Is there. That fucking tent. That thing.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much run this shit alone now. Nobody should come here looking for anything, especially when they're finding fucking dead bodies and trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Especially when it's, 9 in the fucking morning?
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Get the fuck in there out of sight. If you're gonna bandage up, stop bleeding all over my fucking midway.
You got it, buddy. I always love your Cap.
God fucking damn it, Selwyn, I hate you.
I'll move in.
Cap, I just step to the side. And give you a relatively safe harbor to wait, spend some time treating your wounds. You'd head back a little closer to the front of the midway to a tent near the front, which is less of a tent and actually has like a large frontal locked booth gated over. That would be where the prizes are kept for the various games and ticket rewards and whatnot. And here, the group of you would have some time to, again, relative safety, heal up or do whatever it is you want to do.
Healing up sounds good, Chief.
Let's do the healing.
Zerg's pretty battered. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take you about the better part of an hour. It'll be getting on.
Battered, Steve.
Because he's pretty hurt and has a very large pool of health that needs to be restored. So it'd be near 10 in the morning by the time Arubis was done treating everyone, patching everyone up, and healing all your wounds as best as she can. But since nothing had really happened to all of you besides getting mauled by a manticore, which is As far as things go in Galarian, fairly standard fare. It's no real difficulty to patch any of you up. None of the wounds are particularly grievous or severe. And you would all be healed to full over the course of the hour.
Yeah. I do feel better now. This is
So that guy's a bit of a jerk.
Yeah, but he's my jerk.
He would fit right in.
He really would.
So offer him a job.
I will. I mean, I'll already tell him. Once we're done.
Selwyn, were you just acting there? Because you were a little how I say, darker than usual
Acting when?
when you were talking.
What do you mean darker?
I mean, you're very, how do I say, bloodlusty when it comes to the cat and everybody you want to stab in here that we used to know.
Well, I'm not saying stab everybody. I mean, clearly we freaked the Sylvan. We offered another person a job.
Well, I mean, you literally just said we should stab everyone and then kill.
Right, but you know, actions speak louder than the words. Did I stab Kepkin?
You tried to kill Chial.
I did. I let you stabilize him too.
And then Mr. Batsky lost control
Which he always does.
and killed the Manticore.
Right.
I mean, I was in quite a precarious position, I'd say.
We had it under control. He lost his.
Yes, well, we have used his loss of control and more in our favor than we have against. I don't know if we can hold that against him.
I don't want to hold it against him, but what happens when it's directed at us?
Well, we should try our best not to have that happen.
Well,
Zerg
we
would
should
never
ask
hurt
him.
us.
Will that happen, Mr. Batsky?
If you keep talking about me while I'm not here, maybe I slap you, but I'm sitting right here, you talk about me like I do nothing.
Oh no, I want to.
I'll slap you.
I say. You're going to slap
Right.
me?
He's turning against you already, Arvis. Run.
I used to
Notice
really,
I'm not going to attack any of you unless someone messes with the brain.
I used to very
happens.
much admire the way that you controlled your rage, but now it is like the rage controls you.
Yeah, we have good relationship, me and Monkey Man. We get along very well. We play solitaire up here. It's very good. This is orc barbarian joke. You like this?
I like it.
Because I am the monkey, not two people.
Pretty
It's
funny.
funny.
I get it.
See, I tell jokes. It's relax. It's fine.
I just don't want to have to stop you one day.
I'm just
We've
saying,
had this conversation. You couldn't.
He's got a point.
I mean, prospect of that is really scary, isn't it? But no, I don't believe it would be an issue. Although after that last whole flute playing fiasco, I am kind of scared that at some point someone's going to play a flute, figuratively speaking, and you're going to punch me into the next dimension.
Oh, yes.
So I
feel like we
plug
should-
my ears. Put
Hmm.
the
I really don't feel like that would be a bad idea.
But then how
I
would we
put
hear each
wax
other?
in or something. I did it
Well,
to the
I
lizard
mean,
when
not
he's
all of
snoring.
us. Not all of us have to have our ears plugged. We can just point in the right direction. Maybe someone as powerful as Zerg may need his ears plugged just in case.
Can't take the
He
risk.
can
He's
have
too
his own
powerful.
theme music going on in his head.
Yeah, like this, and I'll pull out the flute and start playing a melody.
Oh, no more flute. No more flute today.
So you just kind of start riffing on the pan flute.
Sick Batsky!
I snatched the flute from Selwyn.
You don't snatch the flute from me.
I tried to snatch the flute from Selwyn.
Never.
You can. It's an athletics check against her reflex DC that
Oh.
you have to critically succeed at. So,
Eh.
I'm not.
Not
Nope.
happening.
I don't think you critically succeed.
Nope.
You might not critically succeed on a natural 20 against her reflex DC.
That's gonna be a close one at least. What is it right now?
Your athletics.
Nope, she actually does.
Your athletics is an 8. Her reflex is a 19. So on a natural 20, you get a 28, which fails. So it's a success. You literally are physically incapable of stealing something from Selwyn.
I still try.
No, I keep playing. All right, I'm done playing. Well, he wanted the theme song.
If it's a bad theme song, sell one.
It was a great theme song. You shut your mouth.
I don't have a mouth.
So as the morning,
Anyways.
the morning carries on, healed and patched up, the group of you make your way out of this currently largely vacant games tent. There's just a lot of space around in this one, as it's a very open area. It is the ring toss, so the field of glass bottles is in the middle, providing plenty of space all around for patrons to throw from back behind a roped line, which leads to a very large open area of a tent that gives you plenty of space to do your things when nobody's actually in there playing. As you come out, and Kipcap, of course, sees the group of you. He's like nervously looking back to you and out towards the main walkway. Oh, fucking time.
I mean, look at that majestic bandage work, though. I'll point to Cirque.
That is, admittedly, pretty fucking impressive, I will say. Arbus, you always had a weird fucking knack for that shit.
I have skills, yes.
Now, look, I'm not the only one here. Of course, obviously. And if you don't want to get fucked in the ass by Dusklight calling in the troops when you're in the Heavenly Gallery there, you might want to check the big top first. I know a Shardalok's here. You don't know her. She's fairly fucking new. But, wait, he thinks back. I've had her for a little over a year. She might have been here when you fucks were here. I don't fucking remember. Do you know a Shardalok?
Nah, not really.
You may have a vague, the name sort of sounds familiar, but she would have been, if you had any overlapping time at all, she would have been new enough after you were leaving that you'd barely recognize the name.
Okay. Well, yeah, I somewhat remember it.
And if your Shardalok's here, her fucking mammoth is here. So, I don't think I have to fucking explain that one to you.
She has a mammoth.
She has a
Fucking
what?
mammoth, yes. Gigi.
Can we offer her a job?
I don't fucking, is that what you're doing? You're fucking recruiting, trying to poach from Mr. fucking Dusklight?
Well, yeah.
No, we've already done it twice.
Goddamn fucking Kaylee and Selwyn.
Look, may as well find the opportunities when you can.
Selwyn's very persuasive.
Sure.
We got
Whatever.
the horse
I
with
don't
the
know.
wings.
Maybe. She's only been here a year or so, and she's kind of a fucking weirdo. So,
Yes, I love widows.
She's like Arbus.
buyer beware.
I
of
am
what
not
the
a
fuck ever.
weirdo.
You're somewhat of a widow.
Get
No,
the
we're
fuck
all
out of my midway
weirdos.
before someone comes looking and draws this back to me. I don't want any fucking part of this.
Thanks again, buddy. You're the best.
Fuck off.
I want to
Selwyn.
I put my hand up for a high five.
He just shakes his head and reaches down and gives our a high five.
Yes!
Now, will you fucking leave?
I officially like you more now.
You're the best, Cap.
You're now number 8.
I
on the
never
list.
believed what the other people were saying about you.
What the fucking tell me later. God.
I'll give him a wink.
As you, all as a group, travel back out of the main walkway here, remind me what everyone is doing.
Got my shield up.
I'm seeking. I don't think it's very. I think it's pretty pointless to sneak here, right?
Through the open grounds of the Celestial Menagerie,
Yes.
probably. Arbus?
Yeah, I'm keeping a keen eye out.
You trying to look for specifics or look for danger?
Danger, like ambushes or traps, I guess.
Fair
Is that
enough.
the same thing?
It's not the same thing. Scouting for aggressors or attackers is one thing, and looking for minutiae like triggers or traps or more subtle threats is seeking.
I
more
would
closely.
be more looking for ambushes then.
Fair enough. Mono.
Zerg's like sort of just looking, like not looking at anything in particular, just kind of keeping an eye out for danger, keeping aware of it. But as we travel along and walk, Zerg's gonna kind of slow down and keep pace with Erebus. Do you hear this? This music. It makes me want to kill. I got you. You scared? Did that scare you?
I'll do
Did
it
I
over
get
from
you?
the flute.
It's pretty good.
Not scared. I think. Was that how's that a joke? I sometimes I don't get the joke.
It's barbarian joke. You might not get it.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't mean
Relax.
to be mean. I don't mean to be mean to you. I just worry for my friends and you as well.
put a big like green orcish pat on the back, a little bit stronger than you expect. It's okay. I be careful. Let's go.
Okay.
And Ara, what are you doing?
Casting everyone's favorite spell, Detect Magic.
Detecting the hat magic. Fair enough. So you all continue making your way through here, past this small little booth on the right here. Plywood structure with a tented top, painted white, decorated with images of animal-headed angels holding brightly colored streamers and various instruments. You would recognize this as the ticketing booth. It's fully boarded up right now. It's sealed outside of the showgrounds time, but it's where they would sell tickets to individual major attractions like the Big Top Show and different areas of the Heavenly Hosts. But as you proceed up past it, you would end up at a crossroads. It is a circus camp. It's fairly open. To your left are the wide open doors and an opulent purple heavy curtain hanging in the door frame of the Gallery of Heavenly Hosts. Before you, in the distance, is the enormous red and purple pin-striped big top tent of the Celestial Menagerie, where their primary shows go on every night. In front of each of its various opening awnings, a similarly brightly painted signboard with art detailing their current acts. And around, as this winds around to the right, behind the Glen of Uncommon Wonders, where Chell had watched over, there is another tent with what appears to be a gigantic wheel. A massive, like, you know, those like Wheel of Fortune roulette wheels. Big ol' upright prize wheel split into 8 sections with a different symbol on each and a different bright color accompanying. And hanging on the outside of the tents around it are a bunch of various stuffed plushies and prizes. Further down the walkway, you could see past that and yet further on another white plywood building that you would know is the Sideshow, both where they live and where they show, as they are kind of pretty much kept in there. They don't, you imagine how poorly they treat their main performers, now imagine how they treat their Sideshow.
Can we go free their Sideshow?
I think we should.
Zerg, you would also know that Ilva's sister would have been a Sideshow member just like she was.
Yes, I will follow you, yes.
I
I
start
don't
walking
know
towards the
my layout
sideshow.
here.
Well, let's go to what's the Sideshow, yeah.
Hey, Selwyn, we should get one of those wheel thingies for our circus.
Good idea. Not that one,
Let's
though.
Not that one.
Swing around and walk on over. As you're pointing this out and talking about it, of its own volition, seemingly, the wheel starts to spin. The pegs spaced around its outside clicking against a flapping piece of wood notched at the top. As it rotates, spinning, a almost literal Wheel of Fate. I'm gonna need everybody to roll me some initiative.
I start walking faster.
Right away from the wheel.
What can I use for the wheel token? Didn't realize I don't have anything to actually add. To the
Ara has short legs.
Ara's gets very spooked.
Or is incredibly spooked.
I would be too.
That's fair. Here
I fought
is
ghosts
a
once.
default roll 20 image. That's just kind of a roulette wheel. I'll go ahead and put that on there. And I feel like as a magically enhanced roulette wheel starts spinning, there is nothing I could possibly put on other than the circus theme again. As appropriate as it possibly gets. Okie dokie. Now, Selwyn, specifically, give me a perception check.
All right. What do I perceive? Not much, 19.
Oh boy.
As you look up towards this wheel, you can see that it is split into 8 sections, one that appears to be a black swirl, one with an eyeball, one with a couple of like the wavy lines on a hand dryer almost, a purple, like a steam icon almost. One has a skull, one has a sad face, one has a purple crystal, one has a series of white concentric circles, and one has a geometric spread somewhat akin almost to a spider's web. And wheel. So Zerg and Barkbeard, as the closest to this wheel, you are the first to react as it starts spinning. Nothing's really happening yet, just kind of starts spinning of its own volition, which is at least, I would say, creepy, probably.
When we're walking up, did I detect any magic off of it?
You would not. But as it starts spinning up, then you immediately would detect a pretty powerful aura.
I'm gonna walk up and try and stop the wheel just by grabbing it.
Okay. Alrighty. So as you grab on and try to get a hold of it, make me an athletics check.
To start spinning
25.
with the wheel.
Yeah, with a 25, you grab on. Like, how hard are you committing to this?
Not very.
Hey, you would grab on and it would slide in your grip. You'd try to kind of grab some of the pegs a little bit and they would flip through your hands. This thing spinning with what appears to be a nearly unstoppable force. It doesn't slow at all to your fingers.
I'll turn around to the rest of the party. This is broken. And I'll just move away again.
Barkbeard, as it's starting to slow.
No, what really needs to do is you go over to the side here, and then you can get it from the side. You get a really good angle. I'm gonna try and stop it on the purple diamond, because that looks pretty, and it'll probably give us stuff of monetary worth, which is what I'm thinking.
It looks like a
Is that-
gemstone of some kind.
Exactly. So let's see here. 30.
With a 30, as you grip the wheel firmly, as hard as you can, with all the force you can muster, you manage to grab it hard enough to start to force it to slow. And it's going to take 2 actions, so that's what you got left. Because even you with a 30 can't stop it all at once. But you try to slow it.
I'm trying to slow it so that it...
As the purple
perfectly
crystal is
timed.
coming around trying to time it. So you got the muscle. So give me, we'll do this. How good do you feel about Barkbeard's timing abilities?
About a 0 to 10.
Well, I mean, patience is the way of trees, and time is very relative. So
roll
I
me-
mean, I can...
Roll me a d6. On a 3 or a 4, you'll stop it on the crystal. 1 or a 2, it'll be 1 to the left. 5 or 6, it'll be 1 to the right.
Wow.
Okay, I want... what do I want?
You want in the
3
middle.
and 4, you want the middle.
Okay, 3 and 4, 3 and 4.
Oh
Six.
shit!
Well, I got 6.
So as you try to stop it, it just keeps spinning, and you slow it down. You're real close.
They always go one past than you think.
They
That's
always
always
go
how they
one
work.
past.
True. That's true.
We know how they're rigged. And it does, savingly, with a surprising amount of force, just keep going a little further than you expect it to. And it's going to click, 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 to a stop right past the purple crystal on the white concentric rings. And as it does, a blast of ear-shattering, high-pitched sound is going to erupt out from the center of the ring. And I need
Oh,
everybody
we should have put those earplugs in, I guess.
but Aravis to make me a fortitude save.
Oh, I'm clear.
You are actually outside of range.
29.
You have to roll Zerg.
I need to like write a letter to roll 20.
Zerg is standing up. Yeah, let me. Yeah, I got it. Bam.
You have it.
Woo! Oh,
Okay.
I should roll for Zerg more often. Jesus. That's
I
pretty
don't
good.
think
So Zerg
Zerg needs
critically
high rolls.
succeeds.
Yeah.
Zerg just looks at it and just like physically blows his beard and his mohawk back a bit for the force of the sound. But he just seems mildly bothered. Barkbeard and Selwyn, you're gonna take half. Ara, you're taking all of this. It is going to be 21 points of sonic damage to Ara and 10 to each Barkbeard and Selwyn. And Ara as well, you are rendered completely deaf.
Huh?
What?
Then, the wheel starts spinning again.
Uh-oh.
Selwyn.
All right. I guess since everybody's an idiot and won't leave things alone, I'll walk up. Can I do something to turn this shit off?
Make me a perception check again.
All right, we'll do it, buddy. Buddy, old pal. 26.
So 26, as you're looking it over, the simplest way, much like what you did with the Kroot summoning rune, would be to scratch out what appears to be the source of the magic itself, which is the icon on each wedge. But that's 8 individual icons on a spinning wheel, which, while possible, is going to take you 8 times to do. So you can either make a thievery check to attempt that, or are you a master in thievery?
I am not, no.
That's all you can do.
Hmm.
You feel
Well, in
like
that
if
case-
you were just a little more proficient in thievery, there might be something more effective you could do. But other than that, dispelling or removing the runes independently,
How about running?
running's always an option.
All right, I'm
Excellent.
running away. Running to the clearing.
Arbus. So you heard this high-pitched sound. It's probably maybe a little painful from the just tone of it, but it didn't do anything to you.
I see Selwyn go up to it and then run. So
Yeah, get the fuck away from it. That shit's gonna keep spinning. We'll all die.
I will follow Selwyn. Then I will run after Selwyn. So double move to here.
Okay. And you have one action if you want to do anything with that.
No.
All right. Ara, you are completely deaf.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast magic. I'm gonna try to cast produce flame at it.
so you can't really hear what's going on. This Produce Flame's got a verbal component, doesn't it?
Yes.
Need you to make me a flat check.
Yes.
All right, you pass. So
Yes.
Ara just flings a fireball at the wheel as it's spinning.
Oh no, I can't find produce flame.
Give me that attack
There it
roll.
is. There it is. 29.
29 as it hits. It's going to hit almost sparking and flashing against some sort of magical aura that seems to be coating the wheel entirely. And as your fire splatters across this with a bright display, that's just barely not going to hit.
All right.
Sure.
And still not entirely sure what's happening. I'm going to do this.
More fire.
Yeah.
Now with that
That.
second handful, not going to connect either. So Zerg, while you were up, the Barkbeard tried to stop the wheel on a wedge, missed it by 1, and then it emitted an ear-piercing sound, which deafened Ara, did some damage to everyone, and you critically succeeded at your fortitude save, so nothing happened. It was just
Nice.
loud and kind of annoying.
And Selwyn has commanded the run.
Yeah, Selwyn has run away to that little clearing and yelled, "Get away from it, you idiots!"
And
It's
that's
too
all the time.
powerful.
It's spinning again,
Uh,
also.
I'll fucking stop it.
Give me an athletics check. Oh!
38.
Girthy. So Barkbeard was trying to stop it on a specific wedge. You got anything in particular? Or are you just trying to stop the wheel?
I'll go for the same one, the diamond.
Okay,
Purple
purple diamond. With a 38, that's actually like a fantastically good roll. I would say you could, with that much force, have at least as good of a shot as Barkbeard did. Roll me a d6. 2 through 5 is the purple crystal. 1's too early. 6 is too late.
3.
He's in there. So, following your lead, he holds the wheel with great strength, and it grinds to a halt right on the purple crystal. And as it does, another shimmer of energy and a strange sound. A blast, a purple laser beam shoots out of the wheel into the ground, ripping up in a line through and past Zerg, and I need you to make me a reflex save.
Holy fuck!
I can't believe the trial wheel isn't giving me good
17.
stuff.
A 17 is going to critically fail as
I'm
you
gonna
are.
hero point.
I'll give it to you. The last time I give it to you, you gotta tell me that before I tell you what the result is. But I'll give it to
Okay.
you.
Sorry.
You're good. You're still rolling to the
Uh,
Pathfinder. It's only happened kind of like once or twice.
30.
A 30 will succeed. So instead of taking double, you're going to take half. As this blasts into you, you are going to take half. So 11 points of force damage as this beam rips through you. Almost like a physical object. Bergbeard.
Well, I was really hoping for something cooler to happen on the purple diamond thing, but I kind of agree with Selwyn, actually. I feel like I might go run over here. Yeah, maybe
Scary away.
I'll run over here.
Over towards the sideshow. And then, of its own volition, the wheel
Good job, guys.
will start to spin again. And as it does, round and round she goes. Where it
We're all
stops,
stopping. Yep.
number 8. As it spins just past the crystal and the concentric white rings, it lands on the spider's web. And again, ripple of magic around it. And with a flash of light across the symbol on the wheel and across Zerg, you would notice that your hands almost kind of feel like Velcro a little bit. If you look down, they've got little, very tiny, fine, kind of sticky hairs on them. You're pretty sure with this, you'd be able to climb as easily as you can walk. You now have a climb speed equal to your land speed. Selwyn.
Sting, get the fuck away from it, please. It's evil.
Artemis.
Yeah. Guess I'm chilling.
Get the fuck away from it!
Aura, as the ringing starts to subside, your hearing comes back.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm also was deaf.
Nice.
It's
I'm going to take a step back over here and produce flame at it again.
good eventually. All right, give me your attack roll. The 26 again is going to cause a spark and a flash, but no damage to the wheel.
Pretty light.
All right, Zerg. Now with your spider powers. Spider Zerg. Or Spider Zerg.
Spider bone fist Zerg.
Does whatever a
That's
Spider Zerg does.
Zerg's gonna take a step back.
Your feet
Go
would
through
be
feet.
similar, yes, to your
Yeah.
hands.
And I guess I'll just stand there and wait to see what happens. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Oh my god. They're so fascinated by it.
Well, I guess I'll just stand here and look stupid.
Trust me, you're not the one who looks stupid right now.
round and round she goes as the wheel of fortune spins once more.
Oh no.
Coming around this time once again to the concentric white circles as another explosive blast of piercing sound ripples out from the wheel. Zerg and Ara, make me a fortitude save.
Ooh.
28.
That succeeds.
That's a critical success, apparently. Whatever that.
Oh, well, then you critically succeed. Again,
Yeah.
you're completely unbothered by this. And,
22.
22.
22.
Ara is going to take 23 points of sonic damage, and he's deaf again. He had hearing for like 2 seconds. So,
I'm over it.
Well, I mean, let them reap what they sow.
Arvis.
Get the fuck away from the thing! And I'm gonna walk over to Barkbeard and continue to look stupid with him.
Ara.
Ara is just gonna start walking this way, avoiding it completely.
Just down back towards the main entrance you'd use to the Glen of Uncommon Wonders, away from the wheel.
Yeah, I'm
Zerg!
gonna just keep walking around. Yeah.
Fair enough. Zerg, seemingly still mystified here with his magic hands, and screamed at him a couple of times and hasn't seemed to do anything. Shot me the laser once. It's only landed on 3 of the 8 wedges, one of them twice. And one of them gave me spider powers.
Surely something good will happen, right? So,
Oh, yeah,
Velcro steps.
Steps back up to the wheel.
I'm gonna put my Velcro-y sticky hands on it.
It's not spinning at the moment. Its spanning came to a stop on its turn this time.
Oh,
But
then
you
I'm gonna
could-
try and hold it from spinning.
Oh, okay, you can try to prevent him. You can give it a spin, but you can hold it and try and stop it.
I'm gonna hold it for now.
Give me an athletics check.
29.
Yeah, you can do your best. Barkbeard.
Still looking stupid over here.
So, as it starts to spin once more, your hands kind of clinging to it. You start going. It will pick you up. It will spin you around with it if you want to cling to the wheels. So Zerg's getting fucking helicoptered around by this wheel as it spins. And as it comes clicking to a stop, it's gonna scream again with another pulse of high-pitched sound. And Zerg, of course, is again completely unaffected. So,
I mean, enjoy your funeral, I suppose.
Arvis, Ara, Barkbeard.
I was looking around mystified.
Can I peek in this door? I'll be interested in this door. I'm gonna peek open the door.
And as you open it, it seems to lead to a fairly well-lit, just the inside of a wooden building, with a walkway with a painted red carpet leading through several iron cages built into the walls. Each one looks like a very different kind of display, like they're arranged to be visually very distinctive. With a quick glimpse of the door, that's what you would see.
Okay. So I guess that would be walk over, open, peek.
Do you want to, you're just peeking, right? You're not like throwing it open.
Yeah.
Zerg?
It looks like the place we want to go. Although I'm sure you knew that already since you guys lived here. Still, it's the right place.
Alright, Zerg. Hold on, let me look in. So, as it tries once more to attempt to start spinning, your feet planted, the grip on your hands with 36, you would be able to hold it in place as it would turn and that wooden peg would just click one notch, but it couldn't get spinning and nothing would happen.
I'll keep holding it. It's just there. Is it still feeling like it wants to spin, or if I stop
It like tried to pull and then stopped.
Okay.
The rest
Anything
of the
happen?
party.
I don't know.
I sell one.
What's up, buddy?
I couldn't
Well,
hear.
I think if we went through here, I think we'd be going in a direction we were supposed to be going. Good job stopping that, though, sir. I'm gonna open this door, and I think we should go this way.
You
Any
open the door?
objections?
I think we should
None.
wait for the idiot to, finish whatever he's doing.
Here, come over. He stopped the thing, which is
there's,
pretty good.
there's no way he's coming over.
Zerg.
He's having a lot of fun.
Bugbeard says, "Good job stopping it." And Zerg turns around and gives 2 big thumbs up. Letting go of the wheel.
The wheel spins once more as he lets go.
I'm gonna throw open the door and be like, yes, this way.
And as you open it, outward, revealing the area within. We'll get to what's in there in a brief moment. First, I need to roll a d8.
Oh my god.
Stop. The spider lights up again as it flashes the wheel symbol, but no response from Zerg, who already has spider powers.
Yes, clearly
It's a
can't
good thing
do
these aren't
anything
damage
else.
dice, by the way. What the hell? 8, 7,
Yeah,
7, 8,
seriously.
7. Like,
Yes, there's nothing else it can do, I guess. I guess we better go
yeah,
in here.
everybody but Zerg, who is collectively 1 initiative entry now.
Oh, Zerg, this is getting boring. I'm
Parker's
leaving.
walking into the doorway.
Yeah. We're gonna save Elvis. No, wait, I don't know about that. Never mind.
I don't know what that explosion was. I didn't press any buttons on Sirenscape. Why was there an
The
explosion?
hell of an
Very angry
explosion.
explosion.
That
I'm
was
yeah.
not
our
sure why there was a
casting
random
display.
explosion. I must have left something on somewhere.
No, that's Aura cast and tactical nuke.
I
Jesus.
cast fireball at the wheel.
So as the 4 of you look in the sideshow here, you see it's divided pretty cleanly into 4 distinct sections, 4 separate cages. Each of those with a single figure residing within. Most of them sat either quietly in the back of their cage or sleeping. As they all gather around the doorway, Zerg.
Big Velcro feet running across the yard.
Oh wow. I'm surprised.
It's gonna make.
In awe.
You've got like particles of grass attached to your feet. It's got like.
Hey, high
fuzzy
5!
green
Good
feet
job,
now.
everybody.
Well, I feel like I might stick to you longer than. Aura, high 5, Zerg.
I high five Zerg.
And like, yeah, it's not sticky because it's not. He's got like it's mildly sticky, I guess. But like you can touch him, and it almost just feels like really soft, exceptionally fine fur, more or less, because it's just really, really tiny, fine, sort of clingy hairs. It's only if you had all of them exposed to a surface that it then so effectively becomes very, very grabby. So, the group of you come around to the sideshow building, finally, all together now, having successfully unstuck Zerg from the wheel of magic mysteries. And then give me 1 second, my playlist is acting weird. Playlist? Is this my technical issue today? Are we doing this? Can we
Oh,
not
no.
do
It
this?
exploded. That was the playlist
fireball.
exploding.
Yeah, the fire that fire explosion sound was just your entire thing exploding.
It just blew up my everything.
Yep.
I cast fireball on it.
There we
Unlucky, buddy.
Okay, so as you make your way in here, you can see these different various chambers. The group you would see, again, these 4 figures. All quite obvious. The nearest, as you enter, would be a woman who does, admittedly, even to the rest of you who don't know anything about his discussion with Yilva, look a lot like Yilva. She doesn't have the shaven head, but her body is similarly completely covered in tattoos and art. But whereas Ilva's is a whole wide variety of different things, hers appears to be all geographical. Maps, sea charts. There's literally a like sunburst compass tattooed onto her forehead. And she would be sitting back in the corner of her cage, just sort of looking curious to who's entering right now. The southern end, you would see a very strange creature that you're not even immediately sure whether or not it's human. With kind of faintly violet skin, membranous wings extending from his forearms, and it looks like the skin coming from his shoulders almost up behind his ears. His mouth distorted and split, almost bat-like. He would be just curled up against the back of his cage, seemingly asleep. Across from you would be another tiefling. This one with skin much, much redder than blue, and with much shorter, stumpier little horns. He'd be dressed fairly well compared to the other two, dressed much more like a standard circus performer with a bright red vest and pinstripe pants to match. Standing, leaning against the back of the wall, with a book and a pen in his hand, looking curiously towards the doorway as well. And finally, on the northern end, a strange frog person who seems to be about the size of a halfling. Pretty small, a little bigger than your leshies, wearing a bright pink dress. And her entire stage is decorated to look like the bedroom of a princess, a wealthy child's quarters. Whereas the southernmost chamber is complete with fake stalactites and stalagmites set up to look like the inside of a cavern. Maps, charts, and tables carpet the area in the cell directly north of you. And large plywood cutouts of painted flames and fire garnish the easternmost chamber.
And these are all like iron bars surrounding these?
Iron
like
bars,
with a
yes.
Locked door.
Yep, all iron bars inset with a locked door. As they come in, the tiefling on the far side will be the first to address you. Who are you lot?
Former members, actually. How's it going? Want a job?
Do you know Blue?
Thought his name.
Is your name Purple or something?
His name would be Red.
My name is Martin.
No, it wouldn't be red.
Your
Oh,
name is what now?
well, that's disappointing.
Martin?
Martin.
Good.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
good-
I'm not-
Pleasure to meet you, Martin. I'm Selwyn of the Stars Away Went Wonders.
Martin Teevil, or Molten Martin, they call me. I don't think the grounds are open quite yet. You got cute little costumes, though. I don't know how you got in, but you should come back around sundown.
Well, we're
Hey, cut this small talk. What's with the little tattoo girls?
And,
What you doing with them?
Should look. I'm here, off duty, of course, like Martin said, but not open at the moment.
No,
Are
you
you locked in
misunderstand
these
me.
cages?
Which one of you is I forgot her name.
Marchesa.
Yes, this one. Which one of you knows Silva?
And she would kind of cock her head. That'd be me. I'm Marchesa, her sister.
Okay, you and me, we need to have conversation. Come with me, please.
How? Wait, I don't know you. I don't know any. I. She just kind of looks across the group and down to Selwyn. You the little gnome that ran the Midway?
I was, and now I'm the little known who runs the main competitor to your little circus, and we're hiring.
Wait, she knows Ilva?
Ilva is my sister.
Yes, you miss her, yes?
I mean, I suppose.
Would you like to come see? You want to come say hello to your sister again? I know where she is. You come say
She is
misses
the
you.
one who abandoned me and what's left
No,
of our family.
no. You misunderstand. It was big messy situation. Come with me. We clear the air. We get this sorted. Quick, smart. That'll be very
I
easy.
don't know why she sent you, but I'll tell you the same thing I told her. I'm not leaving.
Why not? What's keeping you here?
Dusklight has our family treasure, and I'm not leaving it with her.
So if
Oh,
we get
easy.
her
I think Selwyn knows where we go with this. Yes, we get the treasure. I bring to you. You come with me. We go see sister. Everybody happy. Big family reunion.
And Martin kind of
Treasure
steps
and
up to
all.
the bars of the cage, closes his journal, holding it in one hand, and kind of smack it up against the bars. Well, hold on now.
Is that a willing cage you're in there, or are you captured here?
There are no cages that are willing.
Well,
so-
none of us quite got a way to get through iron bars as part of our act, so.
Well, I mean, we could let you out.
Now, look, I'd be more than happy to leave, but look, Marchesa and Sadie and. Well, and he just kind of gestures to the sleeping guy, kind of curled up in the corner. That's a hell of an offer you got, but I know what kind of a hell they're living in here, and I'm not willing to leave them to it.
So where do we save these people? Just right here?
And Marchesa stands up from the corner. Look, I'm not leaving. Ilva
Why-
can throw away what is left of our heritage, but I am not abandoning that. Not for anything. You tell her that.
Is your freedom and your life and your family not worth more than monetary values?
My family and my life is what Dusklight has. It is here. It's Ilva who does not see that.
Your family are their hostages?
It just kind of shakes her head.
So what if, as a possibility, imaginary
Hypothetically.
situation? If Dusklight not have a family no more and you can go freely and there's no problem, would you want to leave?
And,
Perhaps.
from the back, from the northern side of this, you just hear.
All right.
Bless you.
You good there, buddy?
And from the frogly, it's kind of up against the bars. And Martin looks over to her. Oh, calm down, Sadie. This is. We'll sort this out. And he's motioning with his hands. You go sit down. They ain't gonna do nothing bad.
I'm gonna mimic his motions.
Oh my.
Certainly didn't plan to do anything bad, no.
And up at the cage again. The frog will continue. Ah! Ah!
Okay.
Is
And,
she okay?
Martin to kind of walk over. No, she's not okay. It's the morning. She's supposed to be resting. Now, and he goes over. Sadie, you go sit on down. I don't know what these fine folk walk. I know it's not time yet, but this not. And he, I'm pretty sure it's not mid-month. You're fine. Dusklight came in just a couple of weeks ago. Nothing's happening. You go sit down. And then he walks back over to the group of you. Now look, I get you. I don't. Well, I really don't. Honestly, I don't get what brought the group of you here. What you're doing. But
Liberation?
Yeah.
That's a big word. I learned that one 2 days ago.
look, if Marchesa ain't willing to go, I ain't gonna leave her here. Now, Sadie don't speak common, but you're more welcome to try and get the idea across to her. And,
What does she speak?
I don't know, frogs speak, some language I never heard before. And she can barely speak at all. What with, he just kind of sticks his tongue out, cuts his fingers across it.
Hmm.
Oh,
I can
That's-
try.
Dustlight's a bitch.
I don't know if she will understand me, but I can try.
And you can wake up Arlo and ask him if you want, but he's a hell of a heavy sleeper. You're gonna have a time of it.
Well, if we can't get them out before we find whatever is holding this woman here, might want to try and find that first, and then we could.
Look, there is nothing holding me here. I am here by choice. My family's heritage is here.
It's in this circus.
It is what covers my body. And she gestures to her arms and her exposed midriff. This is
That
all.
would come with you anywhere, wouldn't it? It's not going to
Look.
disappear if you walk away.
I don't know what Ilva thinks she is trying to pull, but I want none of this. Leave me alone. This is when we usually rest.
Okay, you rest.
I-
You can stay here for now, and perhaps later, when all of your problems are solved, then you say, "Thank you, sir. You'll help me. You'll get my family free."
Look, if you can
Yes.
magically turn up with our heritage, our inheritance, what is left for us, what has been passed for generations upon generations, what was tattooed on my body as an infant, then fine, maybe. But unless one of
All
you
right.
is a cat in disguise, I think I'll stay here. I'm not.
You stay here is safe anyway, is fine. But I do this, and you later say, "Thank you, Zerg." You say
This,
this. I make this promise now. You say later, "Thank you, Zerg." This is my name, Zerg.
Look, Zerg, I don't know this history you got here. I don't know what you're going for, but it's pretty clear the lady's not interested in leaving. And around this time, the bat creature thing in the southern cage would start kind of staring and blearily opening his eyes only a little. He's kind of looking out at the cage. You'd see Arabus there, and he would just put his hand out towards the bars, palm up towards her.
Can I interpret this thing? Perhaps some kind of knowledge on what he is and what this
Give me
outstretched hand might mean?
a, you can give me a society
Oh,
for what he is.
okay. That's an 8.
Good job.
Yeah,
I
this-
may know if we're looking up, trying to think of things.
Don't.
You'd have absolutely no idea what this thing is.
Don't want to reach into the cell. I just sort of wave at him, I guess.
Arbus.
What?
Hey, Martin.
And Mar just
Oh, crap.
look over towards you.
What does Arlo want? That's his name, right?
Arzo, and
Arzo.
assume he wants his painkillers.
Oh. Where are they?
And as he's just still kind of looking, he like slams the back of his hand on the ground. Ugh. Come on.
Where are his painkillers?
Well, I imagine Dusklight has them. He's the one who usually brings them around.
Well, it looks like we're going to go retrieve some stuff, and then we'll be right back. Anybody else have a problem
And
with this?
he
I
would
feel
again
like...
just like pound the back of his hand. No, please.
Okay. We will get your medicine. We will be right back. I don't know if you can understand me, but
Well, you woke him up now, and what day is it? It's only a toil day. I don't even think he gets drugs today.
oh,
What is he?
You got any Ruktar on you? I'm pretty sure that's what he usually takes.
Mr. Batsky probably has. No, I don't know what that is.
Anyone could make a society, or if you have any kind of like a lore underworld or lore drugs.
Society sounds good to me.
Oh,
We all just roll in society.
Hemlock is an expert in drugs, actually. So,
hippie tree.
This is the hippie fucking tree. So, Ruktar is an orcish drug that originated up in Belkzen Hold to the north. That has kind of spread throughout the inner seas as the orcs have, and have become kind of popular with mainly like gladiators and pit fighters because it is an omega painkiller. It is kind of a steroid and a very powerful steroid and a painkiller, but it does a lot more beyond that. Ruktar does some bad things to people, and it's very incredibly addictive.
Zerg's gonna look insulted at Arabis, like, why you think I have this? Why you think I have these things?
I was trying to make a joke.
Oh, the orcish man has orcish drugs. Yes, very funny. Huh? I never use this stuff. Okay, I'm clean now.
I didn't say you did. It was a joke. I'm sorry.
It's very triggering for some people, you know. Orcs, you got to think about these things.
Guess we better go hunt then.
And a frog, as he turned to leave, called again. "Ah! Ah!" Almost a roar.
I could try.
I actually do need a will save from everybody.
Oh shit.
Is
It
it
does a fear and an emotion effect.
cool? Thank you.
Wow.
So a
gosh.
31.
I feel like
So,
I'm low rolling.
You
Gosh.
guys, all you pretty easily succeeding, so it doesn't affect you at all. But along with this kind of bellowing roar here, it almost triggers a bit of a primal fight or flight fear response for a moment. It's weirdly unsettling. And Martin turns back to her. Now, Sadie, calm down. Look, it don't seem like... I don't know why you're here. I don't know what you're after. Well, you some kind of freedom fighters? You, what is it? Those halflings from up in Cheliax? You anti-slavery types? Like, we get
I
I
paid.
used to work here. Well, work is relative. Someone worked here.
And, Sadie would kind of point out at Ara.
Translation?
And she'd turn back into her cage a bit. That's, again, kind of like a well-appointed bedroom. And, kind of heave a little box out from around a very pink bedspread kind of into view. On the top of it. It would actually be the toy box they kept you in when you were here.
Oh.
So when that's the box that kept me in.
Yeah, I've seen it before. Glad you're not there anymore, honestly.
I am too, but so do I remember Sadie?
Not really.
No?
But, I imagine, to correct me if I'm wrong, my interpretation of your backstory is you don't really remember a whole lot from the menagerie at all, really.
I remember bits and pieces when they let me out. So
You may have some vague kind of feelings of remembrance, but you wouldn't by no means know her or anything. But she seems to know you.
Arbus, do you know
Nobody
what she's
speaks
saying?
Boggart, do they?
Nope.
I don't know what she's saying, but
Of all the languages I speak, Boggart is not one of them.
I don't
Might
speak
be
any
so.
languages.
she might be able to understand me if I try.
And Martin was going to speak it. Well, truth be told, none of us have really got a whole lot of success in communicating with Sadie over here. That's basic gestures and whatnot, but None of us know that. Whatever it is she speaks, if it's even a language.
I will, in Druidic, just say to her, "My name is Arabis. It appears you know my friend here is Ara. We mean to get you out of this cell. So if you could just give us some time, we would like to free you. You can have your freedom."
And
Can Sadie understand you?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now.
just kind of looks at you, tilts her head a bit to the side, and back. And she looks over to Martin. And Martin just shrugs. I don't know what she's saying either, Sadie. I got nothing on this one.
So you understand her?
I understand your friend here or Sadie?
Sadie.
Not really. We've
Oh.
been in here for, well, I've been here better part of a year now, so been around long enough we can get a general understanding, but I don't understand her, and I don't think she understands much of me beyond what she's picked up from all the crowds and us talking.
I want to reach my hand to the bar and hold it out to her.
And just kind of look down. And touch your hand. And touch the box. Oh.
And I point at me, and I point at the box, and I nod yes.
And then she's like curious at this point, comes up to the bars here. What? So you all were Selwyn, you were here before. You were the Midway.
Right.
You look, and she looks at Arbus, vaguely familiar.
I was here as well. I tended to the animals.
You point at Ara, over to Barkbeard, then to Ara. So, you left, Ilva left me here, and now you come back for us?
Right. Now we have enough strength to come back for you.
Just shakes her head. Ilva never understood. And just sits back down in the corner. Back, as far back into her cell away from the bars as she can get. The, Arzo in the bottom here seems to have just passed back out again on the floor. I mean, kind of just you guys and Martin and Sadie. And Sadie doesn't seem to be able to do much more other than kind of touch between Ara and the box. Clearly, knowing there's a connection there. Well, I don't know what to tell a lot of you.
It seems like we may have to come back here later.
I ain't a betting man, but I don't imagine anyone that don't have Ruktar for him is gonna get on Arzo's good side. And Sadie seems to take a liking to you. I mean, I don't. You got keys? What are you?
I do actually have keys.
You have the three keys from the Glen of Uncommon Wonders.
Well, I could try my best to open the locks.
You
I'm
could
pretty handy.
certainly try that.
Well, do I need to make rolls, or can I just do it over time?
What are you trying to unlock, Sadie's?
Yes. I just thought first.
That seems to be a pretty clear. You'd come up around. Yeah, I'd say over like 30 seconds or so, you would certainly be able to use your picks to get Sadie's cage open there. She just kind of looks at you as you're rattling around in it. Curiously, really, like she doesn't understand what you're doing. Until eventually, the lock pops open, and the door with it. These doors all swing inward into their pens, so Sadie kind of backs out of the way, but she seems to immediately stiffen up as the door opens.
Well, you're free. I know you can't stand me, but you're free.
She looks at the door and you and over to Martin. Ah! 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 And she starts like just shouting out into the room. Martin's like, "No, Sadie, calm down, calm down. She's terrified. Look at her. I don't rightly know why, truth be told. Sadie, look, you can go with these folk away, out past the gates. You can leave." And he just continues in this like panic back in the corner, totally stiffened, like in a defensive posture, shouting over the top of Martin trying to calm her down.
Can I step into the cage? Oh, not on top of cell one. Not over there either. I'm having issues phasing through walls. And I want to hold my hands up and try to calm her down. Can I use a diplomacy to try to calm her?
You can, but since you don't speak her language, it's gonna be kind of tough.
We're gonna try. And I sit there with my hands with palms upstretched. Palms up.
And she, like, still back in the corner. How close are you getting? She doesn't
I don't
react
get any
much as you come
closer.
in.
Yeah, I don't want to freak her out. Have that effect on people.
Continues. Ah! 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 Belgium! Bah! Bah! Hong! Bah! Pointing at you in the box and then gesturing at the door.
I grab my box. I walk out with it.
Well,
I don't know.
I again, very out of my depth here, but I feel like your hearts are in the right place, and I'm sorry it don't seem to be going your way.
Well,
Maybe you should pop the lock on Martin's cage too.
that's true. Do you want your cage opened?
I mean, he doesn't have to
Ain't
leave.
nothing good gonna
open.
come of that, I expect. Don't blame me for doing it, nothing else. I said I ain't leaving.
So
These,
once
these
we're
fine
finished,
folk here, we've been through 6 circles of hell together since I've been here, and I'm the newest one around. I ain't leaving them.
right?
I
Well,
like you. I like
once
Martin.
we're finished with our business here, we'll come back and have another talk. Yeah.
Well, unless you got whatever it is Mark Chase is after, or Ruktard for Arzo,
Cool.
or I don't know what Sadie's problem is. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want me to say.
You don't
I mean,
need
we'll
to say
be here.
See you in a bit.
None of us are going anywhere.
Best of luck. See you in a bit. I'll be some style smiles on you. They're
Break a leg.
no, not broken leg. That's a bit a horrid phrase.
I don't like
Look,
that
what
one.
what exactly the group are you even trying to do? I mean,
Top
you
us
clearly
up.
you know Marchesa and her sister. Apparently, I didn't know she had one, but
We're here on the lawful arrest of Mr. Dusklight.
you don't. I mean, none of you look like guards. Y'all look like
Haha, we're deputies. Well, we
I
have a
am
pic-
not a deputy. I am the Stormborn.
whatever.
well. I mean, I don't know much of this operation, but I mean, best of luck to you, I suppose. What's gonna happen with us?
You are gonna go wherever you want. You, anyone who needs an extra job, you know, I'll make sure to ask each and every one of you.
You will have your freedom.
Right? Yeah, I've already recruited Pegasus, Blue,
Yeah,
some
well,
rats.
I got food and we get, some coin. Don't get much opportunity to spend it ourselves, but some of the roustabouts trade them, peddle stuff off of them. That's better we'd have on the street.
It is better than what you'd have on the
Look,
street.
what
but
do
it's
you
not
think Sadie and Arzo were gonna do? Turn loose into the wilderness of civilization? As he points to the boggart and the bad boy.
We'll do something with her that isn't harmful to her or others.
They come join us
Exactly.
and our family.
I don't. That was a hell of a morning. I can tell you that much to be sure. And I don't right know what to make of it, but. And I truly mean this. I wish you the best of luck, but I damn sure hope that whatever you lot are setting out to do ain't gonna turn out Sadie and Arzo nowhere to go.
Of course we won't. We'd never.
I'm gonna hold you to
That's
that.
not what Thunder would. That's not what Thunder would have done, anyways.
That's absolutely true.
What, Thunder? What was Thunder and a Stormborn and
Thunder was more for the name. Stormborn is more for the delusion.
Not a delusion.
Potato, potato.
You've seen
Look.
what I can do.
I've seen what you can do. I just disagree with the source.
I think y'all best I'll take your leave to whatever it is you was doing for you upset Sadie any further here.
Oh, lady. I stop next to her because I forgot her name already.
Marchesa. I guess I can turn their names on. There's no reason you guys can't see them. You've got them
It's
all.
a very hard name for Aura.
We
That's
just
a
have
very
smooth
hard name.
brains.
It's Marchesa.
She chases Martha.
And she just kind of looks down towards you through her cage.
What's your heritage? What does she have exactly? That way we know what we're looking for.
I was gonna ridicule Aura, but honestly, I kind of agree. It's not a bad shout.
Just shakes her head.
Because nothing is sadder than having family split apart, and if that's what's keeping you here.
She shakes her head and stands up, reaches down and pulls her skirt up on the side, revealing more of the tattoos running up the outside of her thigh. And what she has there is a strange series of symbols and icons around jagged lines, wavy indicators, and the trail. This is our heritage, and Ilva's too, that she left me here with. This led me and Dusklight to where it was hidden, and without her, we would never have found it. We do not know everything that you think you know, whatever Ilva has told you coming in here.
Ilva's told me nothing.
Same seas, honestly.
So, she points back at Zerg. Why is this? Who are you?
Who am I? Strongest man alive. I'm just kidding. Ilva and I are very close. Very, very close.
Oh, I see. Wonderful. She finds a lover and then immediately sends him out to her work to try to bring. I don't know what her plan is. Herself back into my good graces. Well, I want none of
Yet,
this. Ilva's
She's
interest.
working very hard. I offered to come. This was my idea.
And I hope you can see now how poor of an idea it was.
I think she just wants you free out of this. This sucks.
She wants
That
what she wants for
sucks,
herself.
and I point over to the box.
And like always, she assumes everything she wants is best for everyone.
This
People are
is
like
not
that.
true. Zerg is not very good for Ilva, but Ilva says otherwise. She knows he's not good, but you do it anyway, because it's good for Zerg. Make me happy. She's very strong, you know this.
Why don't you just listen to Martin and leave us be?
We'll be back. We'll be back, and you'll say thank you, Zerg. I promise this. And Zerg's just gonna walk out. I promise this. Promise.
And so, some of the rest of you are heading out as well.
But yeah,
You leave the sideshows building, back out to the main grounds here. Now, from here and so on, are you going out that door too? They can just open that door for you.
Yeah.
I mean, are you closing it behind you or just leaving it wide open like an
I'll close behind me. Just
animal raised in a barn? So,
I am an animal raised in the barn.
as you all head back out of here, closing the sideshow building behind you. And really, the only major thing that you can see besides the hallowed chambers is, of course, the big top itself, or the small bit of land leading out behind it to the backstage area. There is, of course, an opening to the big top, literally right in front of you, with nothing but the tarp flap hanging over it as it's currently closed, of course. There's, of course, also this nice wheel over here that Zerg could go play with.
I know.
Where? I'll follow your expertise on where you think we should go next. I'm really not familiar with the land.
Arbus,
Yes, Sarah.
my head hurts.
You did take some. Yeah.
There's just visible cracks along the side of his head.
I was trying to think of what a bunch of sonic damage would look like.
That's
Probably
why.
is just like the wood has actually been cracked like glass with an opera singer. It looked pretty damaged.
I don't think we can stop for me to treat you, but I can.
You have that wand, right? Give me the stick.
I could give you the stick. All right. Pull out the level 2 wand of healing. I could bop him with it.
Fair enough. You could give him 2d8 plus 16 health back.
Give me the stick.
Give the stick the stick.
23.
Not
Okay.
everything can be solved with your silly band-aid. Sometimes you need magic.
What is a band-aid?
Someone who hates bands. Come on. It's right there in the name.
So with this quick...
That's what our
setup
circus
here,
needs. We need a band.
Well, you need a band.
what did
That's
it
some
give you?
music.
I'll pull out the flute.
Not you.
But what if?
No.
But what if?
Not that instrument.
Why not?
Because you look more like a drum player.
That's not true. Drums are lame.
A drum player. Selwyn.
Anyways,
Yeah. Extreme drum.
I don't.
I don't know.
I see it.
I
don't
don't
see
know.
it.
I see it.
All right, party, but where are you heading?
Inside the big tub. Let's fight a mammoth.
Well, we don't have to fight it.
Wow. But we're probably
What's the track record for animals?
about 0 for 10.
It's not
Nah,
very
it's
good.
not good.
I would like to.
No,
try
we
fighting
saved that
mammoth.
one wolf that didn't attack us in any way.
And now he is part of my team, my pack.
It's
Yeah.
your Pokemon.
So as you head inside here, you would, even as you come in this through this flap pushing into the main tent, into the space between two massive bleachers to either side of you, be able to see an enormous mammoth dressed up with pink ribbons around each of her assumedly ginormous
Oh.
tusks, significantly bigger than either of you, with a pink frilly bow tied up around a little clump of hair on the top of her head.
Oh my God, Mammy the Mammoth! I haven't seen you in so long. What have they done to you? Why you dress up like girly girl?
And
Zig will turn around to the rest of the party. We used to fight together for fun. Well, it was fun for me, not so much for Mammy.
as the group of you come into the room here, you would also see a woman dressed up in some fairly simple leather cladding, with a long length of whip in her hands. Her dark hair done back in a series of dreads, the sides of her head shaved. A half-orc with pretty prominent tusks and kind of similar fanged earrings near their ear. You'd be standing in the center ring with this mammoth near the side of it, back up on its hind legs, but thundering down as you approach, as she motions it, and turns the whip still in her hands to the group of you. And this big top here that the menagerie has is pretty resplendent. The peak of this taller than the surrounding trees. And these bleachers are all, it's smaller actually than the tent that you guys have. It's a more delicate affair. Whereas you sell tickets to your traveling circus, which is the thing that you do, the big top is just the main attraction of the entire grounds is the menagerie, and it's not everyone that comes into the circus is coming into the big top shows. So the seating's much closer to the tightly packed, smaller rings. And a series of purple curtains near the back, largely at least, mask the preparation area in the back. Now, as you come around, the half-orc puts up one gloved hand, pointing out to the party. There you are. I was told you would come. How many?
How many what? Sorry?
How many are you?
Move over here and allow people to walk in.
We're 5.
I'm gonna count on my hands. I think I'm at least 37. But I forget these things.
I still can't see her.
And she puts one hand up on the flank of this enormous mammoth next to her. I was told to deal with you. This circus is my home. Mine and Gigi's, as she pats the flank of this enormous creature. I will not let you take our home from us.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold on. No need fighting. No need for a big. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt your mammoth.
No.
Can we just talk?
I sit down in the stands.
You came to talk. Then talk, little one.
Right. First of all, the one you're serving is, terrible homeowner. Tortures employees, fucks with demons,
And animals.
Humans, sacrifices animals. Surely you've seen all this. I mean, I'm surprised your map is in as good a condition as it is. I'm just saying there are better ways that there could be new
You think
homes.
I cannot protect Gigi? Or she
I do
cannot
not-
protect herself?
No,
She
I
would
did not
stomp
say that.
all of you down.
I am sure she would, which is why I'm saying why not make her stomp her way with a new parade at this Circle of Weird Wonders, and how you both like a job, a better job, one where the conditions aren't shit, where you're treated like a person and not just like cattle.
Make me a diplomacy
I-
check there. Give me some dice, Chief.
Mhm.
Mom, party mom.
37.
Oi.
Mm.
Yes.
Big dice.
Big dice.
She looks. She pats Gigi's flanks again. Gigi! Go! Go! And points to the side ring. And with a roar in
Dude,
response, Gigi kind of pounds her way off to the side here.
Ugh. Imagine
Gigi
being
is beautiful. I have a couple wolves myself.
She looks over towards Arbus. You are the Circus of Wayward Wonders. I was
Yes,
told you
the
eat
exact
your
one.
animals.
What? I would never.
Arbus
No.
would never.
Come to the grounds yourself, you'll see we absolutely don't.
Look, 2 of us can't even eat meat.
This is true.
We're merely here to set things right and to free anyone, or not free, protect yourself, you can, I'm sure, to offer better circumstances for those willing to lead a better life.
I mean, what would you do? My wolves were attacked. They tried to burn them alive. That's why we're here to put an end to this. What if they did this to you, your Gigi?
If someone set fire to Gigi, she would kill them, and their friends, and anyone they paid to come along. I would find the rest of their family and crush their skulls.
That's kind of like what we're doing.
Yeah, except we're not crushing the skulls of those uninvolved.
It's a
Yeah.
point taken.
We're just going straightly to the cat. Dusklight.
But I mean,
Dusklight is a cruel and terrible leader.
Absolutely.
a psychopath, yes, and who summons demons.
But I do not know you. How do I know your circus is better? How do I know you have a better home for Gigi?
Well, for one, we have excellent customer reviews. Just talk to Blue and talk to the Pegasus we also recruited. They'll tell you. Blue is actually also a former member of yours.
Blue.
I'm sure.
Yes. He blows the smoke.
Right, yes.
Yes.
He
They
joined
told
up
me you killed him. Cut his throat for interfering.
No, he did fuck with my main act, but I told him, well, how about the job? Instead of, all the violence.
Delamar
Well-
said he watched you slaughter him.
Yeah, well,
Delamar's a
lying
liar.
idiot. Yeah, Delamar's a lying asshole. What do you mean? If you come to our circus grounds, no bullshit, no deceptions. He would want us for us.
You! And she raises a finger, pointing to Zerg. You are the monster man. Yes?
Yes.
The strongest man alive.
Is what they say about me, yes.
Even if true, it is only a
I can't
technicality.
hear you.
You cut out,
You're
so
all-
you're
you
gonna
cut
say
out.
it
You
again.
have to speak up. It's a big echoey room.
Even if true,
It's happening again. They cannot hear you.
It was the wheel of death
I
outside.
guess the
It-
stream is
Yeah.
over because we can't continue.
There it is. Sorry. Now I can hear you.
I
What?
guess we're done streaming. No?
No,
Yeah, we
we-
can hear you now.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Sorry.
Even if true, a title you hold on technicality. He just kind of looks you up and down. What is this you wear? It is ridiculous.
Hey, no. Strongest man alive needs to show as much man as possible.
Well, I see a problem with the Circus of Wayward Wonders.
What
Your
is the
title
problem?
is fake. I, a Shardalak, I am the strongest woman alive.
Oh.
Strongest of our breed. You are nothing.
Oh. Oh.
Is this a throwdown for the championship?
Zerg,
I'm
I
getting
think
out the
she's
mic.
stronger than you.
I'm getting out the microphone rod I've got.
Oh no.
I
If
do
I want
believe
to
that this
join
is a
your show-
challenge. Oh,
This needs
great.
settled.
yes.
Zerg steps into the ring.
Uh-oh.
If I win, I am strongest alive, and you join our circus. If you win, second strongest alive. And you do as you please.
I will. You're not half man enough to stop me.
Ah, yes. Ah, filled up
As
the
Colby's
title.
power goes out and he disconnects.
Oh no! The
We will
Storm
leave.
Lord!
This here, fucked up cameras and all. For next week's
Oh, what a
adventure.
I'm so pumped for this.
Oh man!
I want to have
is-
a common initiative just so I can shoutcast.
It is that time, ladies and gentlemen. it is time for the end of our show today. And we come back next week. A battle. A showdown for the title of the strongest man alive. Between Zerg Batsky and the Shardalok. What do you even do? What is your act?
I do things strongly.
What a throwdown.
You know what I do? I ride Gigi around the ring. And then Gigi rides me.
Bullshit!
Whoa! Really?
Gigi
battle.
is very strong and very impressive, but Ilva rides me.
A battle, not just for the title, but for a new act in your show. This dynamic duo demonstrates their unmatched strength. You've seen an elephant carry a person, but can Sherlock bear the weight of her mammoth Gigi. That is literally her act.
That is
God.
fucking nuts.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Oh, I remember you showing me this like way back when.
Because it's the best fucking art ever. Even of all the circus act arcs, as good as they are, a Shardalok and Gigi has got to be the fucking best.
You do like a crossover with Laura. Write her name underneath.
I just cross it out. You fight to earn this token as a performer in your show. This absolutely majestic creature. And next week, oh baby, next week, we're going to see who's the goddamn strongest. Thank you for hanging out, Chad, everyone. Thanks for being here. Good night. You're going to want to be here at the start of the fucking show next week because, oh baby, we're coming out of the goddamn gate swinging. Oh, I'm excited for this.